I like my coffee like I like my women.
Bitter and murky.
Bing pong.
I think
You're a damn
you shan't recover from this one.
So why did you want?
I don't get it. No.
That cracks me up. Round one, fight!
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Movie Hero Network and another edition of Tournament Fights. This is Tournament Fights Versus tonight. We've got another versus matchup for you tonight, as we've got two of our resident movie hero stand-up comedians, guys who like to make you laugh, guys who like to laugh in general. They're going head-to-head tonight, Richie Goodacre and Jordan Owens, putting their favorite comedies up against each other in the randomized bracket tonight. It should be an absolute banger. It should be a lot of fun, a lot of great movies to talk about. This evening, Jordan Anderson will be with us momentarily, but until then, I'm going to get things started here, and let's go ahead and start bringing in our guests of honor this evening, and we will start with Mr. Richie Goodacre. How's it going, sir? My favorite one is the Cape Fear, where he's obnoxiously laughing at the movie. That's one of my favorites.
That's great. Yeah, no, that was a good montage. I'm like, man, this is. I didn't know when I was going to end. To be honest, I was like, oh man, he's that's. I could go on for ages.
Yes.
Did you find every laughing scene ever in the movie? I was like,
yeah, there was a couple of compilations I found. It was hard to find, just short compilations of just funny scenes. So I figured movie laughs would be better. But speaking of guys who like to laugh, our host Jordan Anderson is.
Hey, what's up?
That's okay.
I'm here.
I was playing a compilation of the greatest movie laughs in history, and we were enjoying
nice
for the intro. So that's
nice.
To get things started.
And Jacob, when you come on, I wore my Veronica Vaughn shirt just for you. I mean, JPO, I wore it just for you. Sorry.
Well, speaking of JPO, there he is. JPO, the other man of the hour this evening. What's going on, sir?
Life is nothing but tragedy and despair. Welcome to the comedy hour with me and Richie.
He's like he's in a real funny mood.
Hey, everybody, who's ready to laugh?
Yeah.
Do you have Requiem on a Dream on your list? For a dream on your list?
It's hilarious.
My aunt loved to laugh before she got hit by a train.
You'd be surprised to see the Passion of the Christ on his list, and I was like, "That's weird." All right, that's fine.
I almost said
but-
Jesus after you said that. Jesus, oh wait.
Yeah.
But let's bring in the man we just mentioned. We all know how he feels about Billy Madison. Jacob Barber, how's it going?
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
We all know at least one person who's voting against it tonight. One person who's definitely not voting
You
against
think it's
it
cool?
tonight. Brian Nussbaum, what's going on, Brian?
JPO's movie's better. He has Chapadou and VSQ. Richie's movie's better. He has
Just going forever.
Yeah.
You know what? That's actually that's the funniest entrance you've
No,
done.
interrupted his bit. It was doing great.
Nice. Well, why don't we say that we break it down for anyone who might be tuning in for the first time, Austin? You can let everyone know how it's going to work tonight.
Yeah, so both these gentlemen sent me a list of their favorite comedies. I cross-checked them for kind of any crossovers, so those are still in there. But they gave me some alternates as well, so a little bit above the 32 apiece. So I cross-checked those, got them all together, put them in the bracket, jumbled them up, spun the wheel, and we're going to see them up against each other. There are definitely some tough matchups here in the first round, so it's not going to be easy to start out with. But yeah, and we'll kind of see who had what in whose list as we go along. Everybody here knows the drill. Tournament fights. Try to keep it as brief as you can so we could, keep things moving tonight. And let's just have a good time. And, you got to vote no matter what, even if you haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, sounds good. And I watched technically 4 movies for this, but one was like sort of a rewatch, sort of like I haven't really seen all of it. I've seen like 3/4 of it. So yeah, I'll let you know when we get there.
Hey, do you guys all eat your bananas like this?
Eat the banana.
Gotta smack him.
I'm like Goldberg. I eat the corn on the cob the long way. So,
I eat the skins.
All right, Jordan. Well, it's comedy time, which means, Jordan, it's party time.
Spoken! It's party time! P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta!
All right, here we go.
Not on my list. Not a big fan.
It's funny. I thought it'd be on somebody's, and it wasn't. So.
I don't know. I consider it like I don't know.
It's my least favorite of that year. Of that year, it's my least favorite.
I
like it, but yes.
The 3 Jim Carrey movies of '94. Yes, we should say.
Yeah.
But I did try to pull a few alternate posters, but there's not as many alternate posters for comedies as you might think. So I had to dig for those. A lot more for horror and action movies. Mostly have the alternate posters, but I did my best. So we've got Bridesmaids versus Horrible Bosses to get us started here, and that's so it'll be up. So we'll start at the bottom, and we'll rotate the order each time. So we'll start with Brian.
Yeah, both great comedies from 2011. Bridesmaids a great romantic comedy, but I'll go with Horror Bosses. We haven't seen it that much. Haven't seen it pop up that much Sherman fight, so I'll go Horrible Bosses.
Okay.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you got?
Haven't seen Bridesmaids. Horrible Bosses is it's funny enough. I laughed. So sure. I'll go with Horrible Bosses.
For the ringing endorsement.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. JPO, what do you got?
Yeah, no, there's a reason you haven't seen it as much because Bridesmaids funnier. I think it's better. I think it's way more charming. Has way more heart. I think it also just has a funnier laughs per minute. I don't know why Kristen Wiig hasn't done more leading stuff. Great cast all around. So Bridesmaids gets my vote.
All right. And Richie.
Yeah, unless we had these are
All right. Well, Richie.
you got your delay.
On the delay again because he's
Delay.
All right, and Richard.
And Richie, anyways.
Anyway,
And Richie.
Richie, it's your turn.
I guess we got like a unless we
And Richie.
unless there's crossovers, these are both.
These are both on both the Oz list, or at least Bridesmaids was on both of your lists, I should say.
All right, cool. So it could be, all right, cool. So, but yeah, I know Horrible Bosses are on my list. So I should probably stick up for that. But yeah, I think Horrible Bosses, it's kind of underrated. Honestly, I like Horrible Bosses a lot. I like the, I mean, I like Colin Farrell's character a lot. Just the bosses, like, you know, Boss's son. I think he's great. I like Motherfucker Jones, Jamie Foxx's character.
Yeah.
I just realized like me and Jordan are going to be very, very croaky as well. It's really weird. So we both got.
I'm a little croaky. Yeah. I'm getting over a cold as well. So
I got COVID. So.
Oh dang!
And I'm just different weather, and I smoked too much weed.
I got sick about a month ago. I'm over it.
But I love Bridesmaids, which is obviously on my list. But I'll stick out for Horrible Bosses here. And I think it's Jennifer, like one of Jennifer Aniston's like funnier comedy roles, in my opinion. So I'll go Horrible Bosses.
Hello, Malcolm. I'm also going to go with Horrible Bosses. I love the chemistry between the lead actors. I love Sudeikis and Day and Bateman. I just think they're hilarious together. Awesome supporting characters. Just a really breezy, fun comedy. And like Bridesmaids is a good movie, but I don't go back to it a lot. I've gone back to Horrible Bosses a good amount of times. So I'm going to go with that.
Jordan? So I'm actually not a huge Bridesmaids fan. I think this doesn't hold up on rewatches. I'm kind of like, like it was good the first time, but I love Horrible Bosses. Like I'm at the camp that I think it's way funnier. Like I just think just like the chemistry between the three leads, like Bateman, Charlie Day, and Jason Sudeikis, I think is really, really good. Jennifer Aniston is pretty funny and sexy, and then Kevin Spacey, you can say whatever you want about him. I think he plays like a really good douchebag. Same with Colin Farrell, just people you really like to hate, so you wanted to go get him, and it's just a lot of fun. Yeah, the Motherfucker Jones stuff is great too. Like I go back to Horrible Bosses. So I'll go with Horrible Bosses.
What a bunch of typical cis white men not good for the women. Wow.
I liked when they're all talking about their issues at the bar, and he's just like, "Oh, yeah, talk about my one. My boss keeps sexually harassing me. You know what? Yours one doesn't seem that bad."
And we will see Horrible Bosses again in about a week and a half for Ryan Reynolds versus Jason Bateman. Yeah, so we will see that and the second one. We got Galaxy Quest up against School of Rock.
Ooh, I love those two posters.
So another tough matchup here: School of Rock and Galaxy Quest. Mr. Barber,
I'm gonna zoom in and check those out.
Yeah, this is a tough matchup. I enjoyed both of these movies. I think Galaxy Quest has a great cast here, but School of Rock is just one that I've revisited more, and I think Jack Black might be his best movie for me personally. Even if I disagree with the premise, because there's no way he should have been able to keep that job for that long. Regardless, I still think it's a very funny movie. So,
Ned Schneebly.
Mr. Schneebly.
Hi, I'm Ned Schneeb.
Jacob? Excuse me, JPO.
This is a heartbreaker of a round one for me here. I love both of these. Only a couple years apart too, so for a long time. I kind of like Jacob. I'm just leaning towards what I kind of think I've seen more, what I would go to more in the VHS DVD player. School of Rock.
Yeah, Richie.
Yeah, these two great movies from when I growing up. I probably I think Jacob. I'm just gonna have to go with some ones that I revisit more, and that is School of Rock. I love Galaxy Quest. It's a great spoof, but School of Rock I think it's just the perfect film for Jack Black, and I think it's great.
Galaxy Quest is really good. It gets better every time I watch it, and as a Star Trek fan, it's a lot of fun. I'm kind of the same way as School of Rock. I've seen it just way more, and I quote it way more, and I also think it might be Jack Black's just best overall movie. So I'll go with the School of Rock also.
So at my last convention, I met some of the cast of Galaxy Quest. They had some of the minor. They had Daryl Mitchell there. They had Missy Pyle, and they had one of the guys that plays the
Jed Reese.
Jed Reese, yeah. So they were all there, and like the funny thing is, like, for as popular and as this movie seems to be, like, has like a cult following, there's nobody going up to their tables. Like, all the other tables were packed, and they're just kind of chilling there. So I went and just talked to them for a while, and I got to talk to them for a good like 10, 15 minutes because nobody was going up to them. So that was cool. But I do really like Galaxy Quest, and I'm a big Tim Allen fan. But man, School of Rock is just so much fun. Like, it's very rewatchable, and it's one of the best dates I ever had, where me and the girl were just really laughing hard, and yeah, and it could possibly be my favorite Jack Black movie. I haven't really like looked at a full list, but it's up there. So yeah, I'll go School of Rock.
And Brian?
Brian?
Yeah, this is a tough matchup for me. Both of these are my 138. Galaxy Quest, great Star Trek movie, spoof of it. But yeah, I gotta go with School Walk. Jack Black was born to play this role. Great family movie and great music at the end. Rock out the reason, rock out the rhyme. If you comes to be a school all the time.
All right. School of Rock. We'll take that one with a clean sweep, and we'll go down to Airheads versus Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. So we will start with JPO on this one.
I don't want to start. Yeah, I've always been really charmed by Airheads. It's got a great trio. I think it's the first time Sandler met Buscemi, which led to a long friendship. Brendan Fraser is great, and again, just everyone surrounding them. Again, say what you will, Michael Richards very funny in this. Chris Farley has a small part. So I've always been charmed by Ace Ventura. It's fantastic. I think everyone kind of knows a little bit about Ace Ventura. Just because I don't think it ever gets talked about enough. I'm gonna show some love for Airheads.
All right.
Yeah. Richie.
It looks like the post, like an alternate post for When Nature Calls, not because it's got parrots.
Well, that's the part where he holds his arms out, and the animals all come to him in the apartment after they hide.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. No. But When Nature Calls, hopefully not on this list, probably.
I don't think it's on this list because Jordan Anderson's favorite comedies are not.
No, they're not.
I don't know.
We're not doing our least favorite comedies. They're probably not going to be on our. They're probably not going to be on
least
best
favorite.
comedies. It's probably not going to be on
comedy sequels.
It's probably not going to be on best comedy sequels that me and Jordan are going to count down eventually to. JPO are going to count down eventually to. Probably
Top
not.
10, no. If we did a tournament fights, maybe.
No, we're going to do a tournament fight of comedy sequels. It'll be in there for sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But yeah, in regards to this, I think these are
the last of it.
Yeah. I think these are both yours because they just narrowly missed mine. Yes. But yeah, I like both of these. I haven't gone back to both of them in a while. Just because I like the chemistry between all three leads in their heads. And I think it's I guess it's getting a bit more love just because of lately. So I'll give it to Airheads.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, Airheads used to come on Comedy Central a lot, so I always saw like a piece of it here, a piece of it there, 10 minutes of it here. It's been a long time since I sat down and watched the whole thing, like start to finish. It's I don't think it's on Blu-ray either. It's just on like a shitty DVD. I wish it was a little more widely available. But in this case, I got to go with the one I've seen way more and like had on VHS, which is Ace Ventura, and like watched over and over again. So I'll stick with Ace Ventura on this one.
Yeah, so I mean, y'all know me. You already mentioned it. I'm more of an Ace Ventura guy. I mean, Ace Ventura. When nature calls. That's what I meant to say. When nature calls. Yeah. But and yeah, like for whatever reason, I just gravitate more towards that. I've seen When Nature Calls probably like about 100 times versus like Pet Detective. I've seen it maybe like a dozen times, something like that. But yeah, Airheads though is great though. I think that it's really fun. Yeah, that main trio just being those kind of rocker guys, and then you throw in some like other fun people that are like they got Michael McKean in there back, like he was a Saturday Night alum and he used to be in a lot of stuff. Judd Nelson, Ernie Hudson, and then Chris Farley just being the security guard guys. A lot of fun. It was like, excuse me, I need you to move to another section and another vector over this way. And he's doing the whole arms thing over and over again. And it's fun. So, I'll give it to Airheads.
All right. Brian?
One of these features carried by Lewis in my hand does Airheads, so that's my vote for Airheads.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Does it?
Yeah, they call it the radio station.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Mm.
Oh, Jacob.
Well, I haven't seen either of these actually. And I'm a big fan of The Mask, so I didn't like the slander when somebody had mentioned that it was, it was probably the third best. So out of spite, I guess I'm gonna go with Airheads.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
The Mask, directed by Chuck Russell, director of The Blob and Dream Warriors. Great director.
Oh, nice.
Wait a minute. Wait, did Jacob say he was mad at it if someone said it was the third best and voted for Airheads?
Yeah, he did.
I did.
That doesn't make any sense because I said that and I voted for Airheads.
Well, yeah, so it was against the movie, not against you.
No.
I got the 40-Year-Old
I just needed
Virgin,
a reason.
40-Year-Old Virgin, and God Bless America.
Okay.
That's a great one. Those are weird posters.
It's a Japanese poster for God Bless America, which I thought was funny. So,
And also,
What are you the virgins like the air on his chest?
40-Year-Old Virgin is the patch of the
It's
hair.
I was like looking at it all like,
Yeah. All right. So Richie is up first on this one.
All right. I think I know where this is going to go. I put God Bless America here. It's a weird. It's a very wacky Bobcat Goldthwait movie about these two people, these two guys, the teenager. They team up like this to basically they're just kind of beaten down by society, and then they just and all the kind of the dumbing down of society, and then so they just take issue with everything that's wrong with society and start killing everybody. And it's basically, it's
Mass murder is hilarious.
in a dark, funny funny Bobcat Goldthwait.
Hilarious murder.
And it's kind of wacky, and I like it. I've talked about it a few times. I've talked about it heaps. I swear I've talked about what you've been on
a couple of times. Yeah,
on stream, Malcolm. But yeah. But like 40-Year-Old Virgin is also one of my favorite comedies. But look, I know this is going to go, I think, so I will go God Bless America, but obviously 40-Year-Old Virgin goes through. I don't mind, because I think that was also on my list, so yeah.
It was on both the L's lists, I believe, 40-Year-Old Virgin was. For good reason, because 40-Year-Old Virgin would also be on my top 10 favorite comedies. I think that movie's damn funny. One scene after another. Again, amazing chemistry between all the leads. Everybody who has a little bit part in that movie is really funny. I've watched it many times. I have seen God Bless America once. I do like Bobcat Goldthwait as a director. I think he makes weird out there movies, and he does his own thing. If you haven't seen his Bigfoot movie called Willow Creek, check that out. It's pretty good. I'll go 40-Year-Old Virgin here. Jordan?
Yeah. Let's see. Probably. I'll give some love to God Bless America, because it's actually one that I rewatched this because I thought maybe I hadn't seen all of it, but when I rewatched it, I realized that I had seen it, but I'd only seen it one time, so I was still glad I rewatched it. But yeah, Bobcat Goldthwait's kind of hit and miss for me. Like, he has some kind of like really dark comedies, but then he's got like just some really unique stuff going back to like, I don't know, like early 90s. I don't know if he did anything in the 80s, maybe.
Yeah,
but,
he did the Shakes the Clown and all that stuff.
Adam Sandler's first movie.
Yeah, or
It's not his first movie. It's in the 90s.
Yeah, because Shakes the Clown is saying 1991 here. I don't know if that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that God Bless America is a lot of fun. I mean, I wouldn't want to go on like a killing spree, but there's some people I'd like to smack upside the head or like kick the crap out of it that just are idiots in society and stuff. Like, first and then foremost, the guy in front of me when I went to go see the Marvels, I wouldn't shut the fuck up, and I kept saying shut up the whole time. And he's a fanboy with like one of those guys with has blinders on for every Marvel movie. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. What the hell? They just did that. I can't believe it. And he's really loud and like obnoxious, and I'm like just like annoying. Like, I shushed him a lot and it didn't work. But I think that it's a a fun and interesting time for a movie. I mean, not a real thing to do, but for a movie, sure, yeah. So, and the 40-Year-Old Virgin's great. Like, I think it is an all-time comedy, but I just wanted to show some love for maybe like an underseen one. So I'll go. God Bless America.
He did star in a movie in the 80s and directed, though, that Hot to Trot movie with, the horseman.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. That was weird. But, Brian, what do you say?
We're going to eat more rocks. A clear hole by appointments in the afternoon. For your virgin gets by the boat. It's my first R-rated movie I ever saw in theaters. Some great chemistry. Captain Keener and Steve Carell. Or you get early Joy Hill as the guy who walked by the she sell shoes. Why can't I buy it now? Yep. Even the age of Aquarius secrets of the end is great. So for your virgin.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah. I haven't heard about God Bless America until just now. So maybe I'll check it out. It seems interesting, and even though I'm not the biggest fan of the 40-Year-Old Virgin, I still think it's good, and I think it's got some good laughs. So I'll give it a vote.
Yeah.
At least the main guy from it, like he's killing people, but at the same time, like he doesn't take advantage of the girl, even though the girl's sort of like trying to get him to almost. It's weird.
Oh, so he's just a mass murderer. Yeah, good guy.
Yeah, he's a mass murderer, but he's not a child molester. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Glad that was established.
But at least he's not.
But JPO, what do you got here?
Yeah, I think the other movie's just all right. I think it becomes kind of one note towards the end, so it's not a favorite of mine. 40-Year-Old Virgin, I think it's kind of an all-timer, so 40-Year-Old Virgin.
All right, 40-Year-Old Virgin. We'll take this one, and we'll move down to Death at a Funeral, the original, versus Ted. All right, I'm up first. Oddly enough, I think I've only seen the Death at a Funeral remake. I don't think I've gone back and watched the original one, so I need to get to that at some point. Ted is a lot of fun. I don't know if it's held up a lot on rewatches for me personally. Like it's a good time, but more kind of fun when I just see pieces of it, flipping through, YouTube shorts and whatnot. But I'll still give it to Ted just because I've seen it more. Jordan?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Ted is really, really good. Like it's a movie where like I forget how funny it actually is until I rewatch it. Like whenever it comes on, like it's just really, really good. It's just one that like I don't seem to like remember a lot of the lines as far as like for like quotable things, but when I watch it, like it's just really, really good. Like there's some awkward dinner scenes and like Ted at the grocery store at his job and like gonna have sex with I think it's a coworker or something in the back room or something and Death at a Funeral was another one of the ones that I watched for the first time because I don't know if anyone remembers, we once had this movie on another tournament, and I watched the wrong Death at a Funeral. Yeah, and I was like, wait a minute, what are we talking about here? but I mean, he did have Peter Dinklage doing the same exact thing that he did in another movie, the blackmailer guy. Kind of weird, and then Alan Tudyk's like great as the guy that's hallucinating and like just doing crazy things, climbing out the window naked and just doing weird stuff. But and it's definitely better than that other one. But Ted, it's just so much fun. Like I don't know. Like I'd vote for Ted or Ted too. I like them both like almost equally. So I'll go for Ted. Brian.
Yeah, it also shows love for Ted. I haven't seen Death at the Funeral, but I've seen Ted more times. It makes me laugh more. And I heard they're probably make a prequel series or a movie to Ted, apparently.
I thought they were going to make a series, and whatever happened to that?
Yeah, maybe the strike or something, but my vote's good for Ted overall.
Yeah.
Jacob?
Jacob?
Yeah, I like both these movies. Not movies I revisit very often because I just don't like to laugh, I guess. Apparently I just don't watch comedies very often.
It's okay, I can laugh for you. It's fine.
That's cool. Yes, I laugh for me.
Has Tim Burton made any comedies? I don't know if he has.
Oh, he's made a few.
Yeah, Mars Attacks, Ed Wood. Those are both funny.
Mars Attacks makes me laugh Ed Wood, it's good.
I laugh at
I don't
Planet
know
of
if
the Apes
I
for
don't know if I
the
laugh a
wrong
lot.
For how
reason.
bad it is, yeah. No, that's true.
Dark Shadows for one reason.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
guess if both of these were in front of me, I'd probably go Death at a Funeral. I think it got some good moments, and yeah, Alan Tudyk, Peter Dinklage, I think are the standouts for me personally.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, sounds good. JPO, what do you got?
Yeah, I've got some love for both of these here. Yeah, I love the fact that they remade Death at a Funeral. I thought
3 years later.
they should and still in English, just different ethnicity. They should have kept doing that. A couple years later, do a Spanish family, but keep Peter Dinklage. Years later, do an Asian family, but keep
They're
Peter
Canadian
Dinklage.
family.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, just every few years, change it up just a tiny bit, but keep Peter Dinklage.
Let's do a
but-
Canadian family.
Waka Waka.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also love Ted. I just actually revisited both Ted movies pretty recently here. Yeah, they're fun movies. I love the concept. Thunder Buddies, and I actually still
Yeah.
on my wish list is an actual Ted, so I'll go Ted.
I know.
That features
Same here.
BBC.
It's on
Oh, yeah. I forgot
Is-
about Giovanni Ribisi.
Is the first
And his dancing too.
Is it the first one, the one with the Liam Neeson cameo?
Oh, second.
That's the
second.
second one, yeah.
Okay.
But at least Giovanni Ribisi is playing
If
the
I buy
villain,
these-
so you can hate on
I
him.
got the Twix.
I will not be followed, will I? Yeah, I don't think we do that here.
Richie.
Yeah, I think both on my list. Death at a
They're both
Funeral.
on your list. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Ted might have been mine too, I thought.
No, Ted was one of Richie's alternates that got swapped in with the crossovers. So yes.
Death at a Funeral. It was such a surprise. It was great. Directed by Frank Collins, by the way. Great.
Yoda.
Still alive. Still alive. Still kicking.
Was
And
anyone
yeah,
think he was
he's
dead?
great. Huh?
Contrary to popular belief,
Did anyone think he was dead?
No, I'm just saying he's like, no, I'm just saying like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. No one thought he was dead, but yeah, he's old. I'm just saying. It's like,
working for a long time.
He can still live. Mark Hamill's alive, yes.
but yeah, shut the yeah, just shut.
Nice walk over.
This is versus. I'm gonna argue.
He's great. Richie tells us old people can live.
Yeah.
What was that? I missed that.
And then Ted's great. Speaking of like Cheers, this is the one where they go,
Ted Danson.
they're talking about Ted Danson and Cheers. So it's how weird how things like work out when you talk about stuff and then things pop up on the tournament fights. But yeah, I'll give some love to Death at a Funeral here. I think it's really fun. It's just one of those ones where it's just like a slapstick. And then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, kind of comedy. So yeah, it's great. So I'll go. Death at a Funeral.
All right, but 4-2 will be Ted on this one, and we will go down to There's Something About Mary and The Castle. And I wonder whose The Castle is. So, all right.
I love that movie.
Yeah. All right, so Jordan, be up first on this one.
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, this one's interesting. They're both really good, and neither one of them do I love, but I think they're both pretty good though. They're both like a 7 out of 10 for me. Like they're like I watched the Castle. If anyone that's wondering, I think it's available on YouTube to just watch. I think.
Mhm.
But it's really good and charming and just like a cool story. There's something about Mary like I dig it a lot, but just because I'm kind of in the mood of like going for the ones that are lesser seen, maybe just to give it some votes. I'll go with The Castle.
Right?
Yeah, I'll go with Something About Mary. It's been 138. Great night watching Comedy by Fairley Brothers. Bestseller and Kevin Diaz great chemistry in this. Matt Dillon is great and Phil Lee Evans is great and Norm. He was the guy W. Earl Brown is great as Warren. He was masturbating, Frank Beans. Something About Mary.
Something About Mary. All right. Jacob.
Yeah, I haven't seen The Castle. I'll get to it because I've heard nothing but good things. But There's Something About Mary is enjoyable. And I haven't revisited it in quite a while, so I'm probably due for a rewatch. But yeah, I remember really enjoying, the Ben Stiller and Ken. So I'll go with There's Something About Mary.
All right, JPO.
Nah, I haven't seen The Castle, unfortunately, so I have to show love to There's Something About Mary, which I am a decent fan of. I think there's a lot of great segments in that, as well as somehow, I know that the Fairleys were kind of good at this, squeezing in just enough heart, like at the end when he's ready to walk away and give it a breath hard.
All right, Richie.
Jeez, JPO, watch more movies.
Sorry.
I wonder if that wouldn't have hit. Yeah, probably wouldn't have hit as hard. It was released later on, when after Brett Favre was sending all those pictures to people. Anyway, I mean, I think Something About Mary was probably on Altars as well. But like I can't go past the Castle of Australia. I gotta go. Okay. The Castle. No, and don't try to outdo me by being sick either. Go.
I gotta compete to see who can get the most sick. I've talked about it a lot. There's something about Mary doesn't do a lot for me, and it's always on every time I stay in a hotel. I've talked about that on FX. It's just always on. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it keeps the lights on at FX. But I really, really like The Castle, and I've watched it a couple of times since I watched it for Richie's initial 64 and checked it out. And it took me a long time to realize that the dad was the guy in the animal, the doctor. So it took me a long time to put that together. But yeah, he's really, really funny. So I'm with The Castle, but we get our first tie of the night, and it'll go down to Brian to rotate the tiebreaker.
Just say Mary.
Something about yeah. Oh well. They'll come up at some point. This is Spinal Tap versus Knocked Up is our next matchup. So we'll start back down at the bottom with Brian.
Yeah, this Spinal Tap is what I haven't seen, but I quite do enjoy Knocked Up, so I'll go with Knocked Up.
All right, Mr. Barber.
I have also not seen This is Spinal Tap. I have it, so I'm going to get to it soon. But I'm also just not the biggest fan of Knocked Up, and I've heard nothing but good things about This is Spinal Tap. And so just based off that, and the fact that I'm just not a fan of Knocked Up, I'm going to go with This is Spinal Tap.
Okay. Mr. JPO.
Man, I love Knocked Up. I think it's a great follow-up to 4-Year-Old Virgin. I think there's a lot of laughs in it. Another kind of bro comedy, a little bit of heart. But yeah, I'm actually going to vote for This is Spinal Tap. I think it's a great mockumentary here. Because you guys have kind of continued that trend for many years to come. And I still think it holds up, man. So let's crank it to 11.
Mm-hmm. All right. Richie.
This is Spinal Tap would be a great double feature with Airheads. Like if you're doing a watch along or something, that'd be kind of cool. But I had to. I vaguely had this memory of when my dad owned a video store. I had to tell him because he had a documentary section, but he had this Spinal Tap there. I'm I had to go. It's not real. This is a fake. It's a mockumentary, right? So just put it in the
still
comedy.
real to me, damn it.
Put in the comedy section. It's okay. Anyway, but yeah, this is hard. I knocked up is great. I think it's good follow up. I like I think Judd Apatow does showcases bromance pretty well. I do. That's sort of the best part of it. I think the bickering between Katherine Heigl and Seth Rogen wears thin a bit, but that's minor nitpick. I do like the scene at the hospital, especially when Jonah Hill. I think was it Jonah Hill or
Jay Baruchel.
Jay Baruchel walks at the wrong time. It's that's great. But because we don't see it pop up that often, and it's great. It's a great comedy. I'm gonna go. This is Spinal Tap.
Yeah, I've seen This is Spinal Tap 2 or 3 times. It doesn't do a lot for me. I got to be honest with you. I can't vibe with it every the couple times I've seen it. I recognize that it's solid for what it is, but I don't know, it just doesn't click with me for whatever reason. And it doesn't have ODB's Shimmy Shimmy Ya to open the movie like Knocked Up does. So, which is one of the best openings ever. So I'm going to go Knocked Up. So Jordan will be back in a minute. He's grabbing some food. As of right now, it's 3-2 for Spinal Tap. So I'll put it through temporarily. I'll see if he makes a difference with his vote. I'll put an asterisk by it and come back to it. But for now, we'll move down to Held Up, Jamie Foxx versus the Nutty Professor. So we'll start with Jacob.
I'll be honest, I haven't even heard of Held Up until just now. But Jamie Foxx and I along, I'm sold. I'm sure I'll get to it eventually. But yeah, the Nutty. I'll go with the Nutty Professor. I've heard, I haven't seen it either, but I've at least heard of it, and I've heard good things. So, Nutty Professor.
All right, JPO.
Yeah, you're not alone in this one, Barber. I have used it for trivia before, and people are like, "What the fuck does he want me to watch?" I think it's just an uber charming, little simple little tale. It's kind of a one location movie too. If we're doing it in one location, because he gets held up at a gas station kind of robbery, and but even like the robbers are kind of charming. It's a little kind of country town, and I just think it's really charming and funny. It's one I've gone back to that I used to own from on VHS. So simply because I don't know if anyone else has seen it, and I actually do think I would go to it more than Nutty Professor. Held up.
Okay. All right, and Richie.
Yeah, Held Up is not something I mean I know of. I definitely heard of it. I haven't seen it, but it was one that I was like, when I was a kid, like, so I'd always go to the video store every a week or something, and then it would always be there. I just never go around to renting it. I've always wanted to. Maybe this will spur me to actually watch the movie. But yeah, because I think I'd enjoy it. But yeah, Nutty Professor is great. It's on my list. Great. Great comedy, and great kind of sci-fi movie as well. To be honest, I could put it on sci-fi. It would, wouldn't be out of place. It's a sci-fi movie as well, in a way. Great. Great small role by Dave Chappelle. I know it has Jada Pinkett. I know she's not the favorite in 2023, but she's great in this movie. So, Nutty Professor.
All right. Yeah, I'll also go Nutty Professor. When JPO sent me the list, I had not even heard of Held Up. So, yeah, sorry, I'm not up on my late 90s Jamie Foxx one-location comedies, but maybe I'll get to it.
Okay. I also really enjoy Bait, and you also check out Bait.
I have seen Bait. Seen Bait, yeah. Once, I think. Is that the Lawrence Fishburne movie, right? Or
maybe. I haven't seen it in a while.
Anyways, but I had Nutty Professor on VHS when I was a kid, so I watched the hell out of this movie. I still very much enjoy it. I wanted to real quick, JPO, if you won't mind, play the director of Held Up, Steve Rash filmography game, and let's see what he's got on his docket. So he starts out in 1978 with the Buddy Holly story, the Gary Busey Oscar-nominated movie, Oscar-winning, I think, movie. I think he won an Oscar for that movie or something. But anyway, or nominated at least. But the Buddy Holly story goes to a movie called Under the Rainbow, 81. He does Can't Buy Me Love with Sexiest Man Alive, Patrick Dempsey.
Oh, God, that's right.
He's currently the sexiest man alive, though. We're not looking at the sexiest man alive. 2008. Yeah, that's weird. But anyways,
23.
2023. That's odd to me, but anyways, we go to Pauly Shore in Son-in-Law. He directs that one. He directs Eddie with Whoopi Goldberg, the basketball movie. He then directs Held Up, the aforementioned Held Up. A movie called Good Advice with Charlie Sheen. We then go to some direct-to-video or direct-to-TV stuff. He does a Xenon Disney Channel third movie, Z3. We get American Pie presents Bandcamp, which I have seen.
Bandcamp.
Yeah. A couple of the Bring It On direct-to-video sequels, All or Nothing and In It to Win It.
Solange one.
Yes, he directed Road Trip Beer Pong, the director.
Oh yeah, okay. The DJ Cole, trying to make DJ Cole's the main guy.
Yes, and a movie called Crooked Arrows was his last release in 2012. Some movie, and that's the esteemed career of Steve Rash. So all right, there we go.
Ups and downs.
Yeah, there you go. But we'll again skip over Jordan. Go to Brian.
I lost 30 pounds in 30 seconds. Thanks, Mega Shake. Yeah, I enjoy that Professor a lot. We're with their Murphy comedies, and Hercules, Night Professor.
All right, Night Professor, we'll move on, and we'll scroll down to
that one as I thought it would. I just wanted to.
Did I miss it to vote for Held Up? Because I watched it.
Hey. You can talk about Night Professor still has 4 votes. It's not going to win. I mean, but if you watch it.
It's fun. Like Was that Wilfred Brimley that was in there? I think maybe. But
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
and just a whole movie about a robbery at a convenience store, and Jamie Foxx and Nia Long having like some relationship issues, and like one of those movies where you kind of cringe because not because it's bad, because everything's going wrong for the main character, and you're like, oh, he's getting his car stolen and he's being held up and he's stuck in the middle of nowhere. But so it's good. I would have voted for it, so I'll give a vote to it.
Would you want me to vote for out of This Is Spinal Tap and Knocked
This
Up?
is Spinal Tap and Knocked Up. What would you vote for here?
Oh, definitely Knocked Up. I've tried watching This Is Spinal Tap and I couldn't get into it. It didn't.
All right. I would have made it a tie then.
Actually, I would have made it a tie, and it would have gone to Jacob if he's there.
I am.
So, with
Spinal
those two, did you vote for Spinal Tap?
I did.
Okay, so it would have been the same anyways. But
Yeah.
technically, it would have been a tie to Jacob. So there we go. All right, so scrolling down, you're back in time for Wayne's World versus Office Space.
Ooh, nice.
All right, so JPO, we'll start this one off.
I mean, love the Office Space, but no way I'm going against Wayne's World. I think that's the one I'm jumping to. So funny, easily the best Silent Night movie we've ever had. Yeah, just it's an easy watch. Wayne's World.
Okay, Richie.
No, I think Office Space. I'm pitching my flag on that. Actually, Office Space is fucking great. I love Wayne's World, but yeah, Office Space rules. It's just I think even all these years later, totally relatable. I love Gary Cole. I love his character. I still go. Yeah, I still do that just involuntarily. I love Stephen Root's character. I love just love all the side characters. Love Ron Lewis. I love it. It's the first sort of. I think it's the first movie thing outside of Friends I saw Jennifer Aniston in.
You didn't see Leprechaun?
No, I love
Fucking slacking.
Yeah.
I was a kid. Okay. So,
You haven't told your brother, like, hey, there's boobs and Jennifer Aniston's watches.
You been waiting? What that?
So I'm gonna go Office Space here.
Yeah.
Awesome. No, Office Space is one of my favorite comedies. I even argued for it on Battleground for like 90s comedies. I think everybody can relate to something in this movie. You don't have to necessarily have worked in an office to relate to the bosses and the coworkers that you deal with and customers and just all kinds of stuff you can relate to in this movie and just working in general. And I just think that movie has aged like fine wine. It still works. Wayne's World is fun. I rewatched it again recently, but it's nowhere near like a top 128 for me or anything like that. Like, I think it's good. I would argue personally that Blues Brothers is the best SNL movie, personally, but that's for me. But I'll go Office Space here.
Yeah, this one's really hard for me. This is like a championship match, if I'm being honest. Like, it's just like two just powerhouse comedies. And actually, the other day, I went and I picked up a little pop figure of Peter Gibbons from Office Space. I just saw it at a little kind of discount store. So he's got the TPS report to be look close, and then he's got a drill in the other hand. And so there's your TPS and then the drill, and you can see him there. There you go. But yeah, so I tried to see if they had a Milton one because I really want a Milton one, but yeah, Office Space is just so relatable. Like, I mean, the music's great, and like, I just love everything Mike Judge does. Like, for me, it's just like he is like the director that makes things that just go right to my like funny bone, my heart, like all that stuff. But at the same time, Wayne's World is just so good too. And I agree, it is the best Saturday Night Live comedy that we've ever had. And like Dana Carvey, it's just, man, like for me, he steals it. But I mean, Mike Myers, I mean. You got to have the two of them together, and just I don't know, like just something about Wayne's World. They're both in my 128, but I have Wayne's World ranked higher, so I got to give it to Wayne's World. So, Brian, what do you say?
Yeah. Question: is the second Wayne's World 2 on this list, or just the first one?
You'll find out.
I mean, I'll tell you.
Excuse me, a baking powder?
Anyway,
the better one, the first one.
I'm going to go for Wayne's World.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to vote for Wayne's World.
I'm gonna,
But
Yeah.
Jacob, what are you gonna go for?
Yeah, if we could just make this a tie, that'd be great.
All right. All right. Let's get tied up. But it goes to JPO for the tiebreaker.
If you could
Yeah,
not,
party on. Excellent. Wayne's World.
Yeah, if you could
Dave,
just party on, that'd be great.
That'd be great.
JPO, if you could fuck off, that'd be great.
Coming
Especially what always gets me, like the weirdo girl that has a crush on Wayne. And then when she like eats it into the car, she's like, Wayne, I went, and you just see her just like crash right into that car and like fly over the handlebars.
Patrick too.
Yeah.
Go down for the Hunt for the Wilder People and Monty Python's The Meaning of Life.
All right, that's both mine.
Richie, well, you're up first anyway. So
all right, so this is hard now. Or at least one of mine's going to get through. Anyway, what? Yeah, Hunt for the Wilder People, great. Obviously, yeah, great type of film, great. Slice of life film that he likes doing. Great chemistry between Julian Dennison and Sam Neill, and great side characters. From New Zealand, Cody Scene and cinema. Like Rachel Howell, Oscar Kitely, and all that. And it's really fun. Great. We talked about here. Meaning of Life. I've talked about. I think it's like I think I'm in the minority. I think I like it as far as the trilogy. Holy Grail, Life of Brian, and then this. I prefer this one. I like it. I love it. Maybe it's just the scene that stands out is like what Terry Jones being the big gelatinous blob and he like throws up. I don't know. That's probably scenes stuck in my memory for the probably wrong reasons. But yeah, I just find it entertaining. And so that's also the one where it's like we've got the machine that goes bing. I like it. So this doesn't come up here enough. I will say The Meaning of Life, but I think I know where it's going to go.
Yeah. Austin.
So Richie, I watched The Meaning of Life for this, and then I didn't know if I'd seen it or not. And the movie starts, and then all of a sudden I had this memory where I've actually seen it in a theater. But when I saw Meaning of Life in a theater, the opening scene in the office that they turn into like the ship or whatever, like the corporate thing, something wrong with the projector when I saw it, and it was going in slow motion with no sound, and it made me so mad. Like we were sitting there for like a half an hour, and then I watched it for this time, and all the memories came flooding back, and I started that scene over again, and I immediately got mad and I turned it off, and I was like, "Fuck that scene!" It wasn't any good the first time. I watched it in regular speed this time. I fucking hated it. I hate this movie. I don't like Meaning of Life at all. Like at all. That scene goes on forever and ever and ever, and then the movie starts over again with new credits, and I was like, "Fuck this movie." So I didn't like it at all. I way prefer something like Life of Brian. So I don't even love like The Hunt for the Wilder People. I think it's pretty good. I'm still going to vote for it because I don't like The Meaning of Life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jordan? Yeah. So I've never seen The Meaning of Life. That's just a blind spot. One of the few, but but The Hunt for the Wilder People is great. Like it's probably, in my opinion, probably Taika Waititi's second best movie after What We Do in the Shadows, but it's one that's like really quotable. Where it's like, I didn't choose the Skux Life, the Skux Life chose me, or like when they're talking about like majestical, how it's not a word but it sounds cool, or like I'll never stop running, and then the cop lady, she's like, yeah, no, I'll never stop chasing you. I'm relentless. I'm like the Terminator. So like there's some fun stuff, and I'll get around to seeing The Meaning of Life eventually, but I haven't yet, so I'll go with The Hunt for the Wilder People. Brian.
Yeah, this is a matchup I would say for the first time. I haven't seen any of them, but I'll do Jacob Barber logic, and these two are playing, which I watched first. I'll go Hunter for the Wilder People.
All right.
Yeah. Jacob, if you're there.
I'm here. Yeah. Yeah, you'd think with how many times Hunt for the Wilder People has shown up, I'd have watched it by now, but I haven't. But I've heard nothing but good things. But I'm a big fan of Monty Python. I kind of like everything that they do. I don't love everything. I'm more of a Holy Grail guy, but yeah, I'll give a vote to The Meaning of Life.
Yeah. JPO.
Yeah, and I've never seen that meaning of life. So Humphrey Bogart will get my vote.
All right.
JPO
Yeah.
is still chasing the meaning of life.
All right, going down to Scary Movie versus Shallow Hal. And I'm up
okay.
first. So, yeah. All right, I'm up first. Yeah, it's been forever since I've seen Shallow Hal. Like probably since the early 2000s. I think the last time I saw it was when I rented it or something from like Blockbuster. So it's been a minute. I've been meaning to go back to it, see how it holds up. But yeah, I mean, we talked about it recently with like horror comedies. But yeah, I think Scary Movie 1 and 2 are a lot of fun. Even the third one are really great. They hold up pretty well, and still, before they got shitty, and back when spoof movies were still good. So I'll give it to Scary Movie. Jordan?
Yeah. Shallow Hal. I used to watch that a lot when I was a teenager. I watched it all the time, and I thought that Gwyneth Paltrow is smoking hot in it, and Jason Alexander, he has a tail in it, and when it shows his actual tail, it's kind of like a moment for a second. You're like, whoa, but and then Tony Robbins like pops up and just randomly they're like going to the seminar or whatever, but yeah, Scary Movies though are really really good. They're like some of the best spoof movies out there. I mean, just doing stuff with like Scream, and I Know What You Did Last Summer, and then even like the some of the Matrix like fight scene stuff. So I'll probably vote for Scary Movie here. But I just wanted to just say, so I don't know if anyone has these where they live, but they got these new Mountain Dews. I'm gonna taste test one of them and let you know the next one. But they got this Mystic Punch that's for the release of Diablo 4 for Mountain Dew Game Fuel right there. And then they got the Citrus Cherry for Halo Infinite, which I don't know how new those games are, but they're new enough that they have drinks out. So I'm going to try this Mystic Punch one first, and I'll let you know on my next turn how it tastes. So, but Brian.
Yeah, this is a good matchup, but I gotta go with Scary Movie. Makes me have more great spoof of Scream. What makes me laugh is the whole scene when Lucky Momo gets his report card and says, "Dumbass, what are you there?" Red girl trouble. All the police come to rescue her. Even when you go to conventions, they share to the Goofy character there. So Scary Movie.
Yeah. Jacob, what are you gonna go for?
They also have this. It's the classic diet Mountain Dew.
Oh wow, I've never seen that. How about that? Wow, is that new?
Let me know how it tastes. Yeah,
let's give it a shot. All right, out of 10. Out of 10, what do you give it, Jacob?
I can feel the pounds just shedding off.
Oh wow,
really,
Man,
really
like
good for your
I
diet.
can feel the aspartame flowing to my brain, giving me cancer. It's great.
Yeah, but as far as this matchup goes, I think one of these movies has held up, and it's not Shallow Hal. It is Scary Movie. I think Shallow Hal is a product of its time. But yeah, no, Scary Movie. Yeah, it still holds up today. It's still really funny. One of the better spoof movies out there. Hopefully, there's a couple more sort of spoof movies on here to kind of represent the spoof genre. But yeah, this is one of the better ones. So I'm gonna go Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Well, nowadays we tell people to embrace their bodies no matter what size they are, like Lizzo, and then we fat shame our dancers later for being overweight, which makes no sense. But anyway, but JPO.
I don't agree that Scary Movie holds up more than Shallow Hal. Scary Movie also has a lot of problematic things if you want to look at it. Shallow Hal is at heart is showing that this guy who was very shallow ends up falling in love with her and finally sees her for what she's supposed to be seen and in the movie. So it actually has a very sweet tale. So Shallow Hal gets my vote.
Yeah, but everything leading up to that point is just no.
That's what the Farrellys do. They eat their cake and eat it and have it too, or whatever you say. I'm saying, I remember the phrase.
But
are you doing okay, JPO?
Something cake.
Yeah. They're taking into Anyway, I don't even know. We're both anyway. Cool. Look,
people always say, oh, you couldn't make this these days, and for the most part, I just think that's overused. I think you can make a lot of stuff. Shout Howell, I actually agree. You probably couldn't. I know the message. I understand the message behind it, but the jokes in between there, I'm like, yeah. I mean, like, yeah. I've asked Jason. I was at a Q&A with Jason Alexander. I've asked about Shout Howell. He couldn't. He just like talking about it. It's fun.
Really?
But yeah, I do like the messaging behind it, I guess. But yeah, just like I don't know. But yeah, I'm not saying there are jokes in Scary Movie that maybe don't hold up, but I still think it's a really good parody movie. So I'll go Scary Movie.
All right, yeah, Battleground. Let's go. JPO versus Richie. Scary Movie show. What's more offensive watching it 20 years later today?
Scary Movie makes fun of the handicap. It also makes fun of transgender people.
Hey, I didn't start the timer yet. All right, here we go.
Sorry.
Shella How makes fun of people with tails. Come on, that's
and in the end, he finds love with that tail. So
yeah,
I concede my time.
All right, got The Wedding Singer and 21 Jump Street.
Ooh, my vote goes to Richie.
Yeah, the arguments were, they were very strong. I'm going to get my answer here. Let's see. I don't know, man. JPO makes good points about the handicapped here, so I give my point to JPO. All right, time break.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Anyways, so we'll go to Jordan first. 21 Jump Street, The Wedding Singer.
Well, first of all, let's give my score on this Mystic Punch. It's supposed to be like a fruit punch flavor, and it does taste like it. And I like it because it's kind of subtle. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. But I don't know about the purple can though. It should be in like a red can for fruit punch. But
yeah,
it's mystical. It's magical.
Yeah, it's mystical. But for this one, man, this one's really tough. Like The Wedding Singer was kind of one that I knew that I was gonna love going in, and I did love it, and I still do to this day. But 21 Jump Street, I wasn't sure about. Like I wasn't sure if it was gonna be bad or what it was gonna be. If Channing Tatum was gonna be very funny, and like everyone in that movie is funny, and it just really, really works. Like especially that drug scene where with Rob Riggle, and he's like telling him to put his tongue back in his mouth, and then they got to finger each other's mouths and like all that stuff. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with 21 Jump Street. I think, yeah, and also 21 Jump Street is in my 128. Wedding Singer is not. But Brian,
I do quite enjoy Jump Street. Great adaptation for the TV show, but I'll go with The Wedding Singer. We haven't seen it pop up that much on Turner Fight, so Wedding Singer gets my vote.
Jacob.
Yeah, this is a good matchup. I think these are two of the best comedies for their respective decades. 21 Jump Street was a big surprise for me too. I didn't know how it was going to go. I was like, it's either going to be really good or it's going to just be really bad. And it turned out to be really good. I think there's a lot of good laughs here. Wedding Singer, I think it's the best collaboration between Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. I love the heart and the romantic comedy aspect here. This is tough. I think I'm leaning towards The Wedding Singer, but yeah, this is a really close one.
Yeah.
JP?
I don't want to do this.
Too late. You signed up.
No, I wanted to fight Richie, not fight my own movies.
Yeah.
I think the 21 Jump Street's a crossover.
I think 21 Jump Street was actually on both y'all's lists. Yes.
Yeah, I would imagine possible. Damn. I'm going Shabba-Doo Wedding Singer.
Yeah. Richie.
Yeah. So this is hard because I didn't put. I think maybe I just left Wedding Singer because while I love it, I don't think it's maybe the most gut busting hilarious Adam Sandler movie. I love it. It's charming and it's
just more heartfelt. Yeah,
it's heartfelt and I believe the romance between Adam Sandler and Barrymore and like the small cast characters. I mean the side cast characters as well that pop in here and there. But later on, I'll say 21 Jump Street kind of surprised me.
I didn't know Channing Tatum had comedic chops, and yeah, he's proved. I think it revitalized his career. I think his career wasn't really going. Yeah, I think it had plateaued a bit prior to this, and yeah, so it's really good. It's great lines, and it's endlessly rewatchable, and so I will go 21 Jump Street.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The Wedding Singer is one of those weird movies where I've only seen it twice, and I've said it before. I forget that movie exists. Like just in the pantheon of like late '90s Adam Sandler movies, I just forget about it. I know people love it. It's okay every time I watch it, but 21 Jump Street is really, really good, and I've watched that movie a lot, and one of the more pleasant surprises of that year in the theater. So I'll give it to 21 Jump Street. We have another tie, and it goes to Richie.
21 Jump Street.
All right, 21 Jump Street.
You haven't seen it because you're losing your mind, and we're reaping all the benefits.
Going down to Borat and Groundhog Day. So we'll start with Brian down at the bottom.
Yeah, this is a good matchup, good 90s and 2000 call me, but I'll go with Groundhog Day. Based on we haven't seen that much, and Borat probably a good chance in 2006 now series. So I'll go with Groundhog Day.
Yeah. Jacob.
Groundhog Day is another big blind spot of mine that I need to get to. But I love Borat. I think Borat is a great mockumentary here. I think there's some funny segments here, and I think it's got some good rewatchability. So I'm gonna go with Borat.
Yeah, JPO. What do you got?
High five of my wife. High five my wife. High five my wife. That's me repeating every day. I'm going for Groundhog Day.
All right.
That joke was funny, not.
Funny not. Very funny not.
Going to find the Pamela. Yeah.
Hey, Basky Ski.
Yeah.
Richie.
Borat was great. When I saw it with like a school friend, I think it was like the first thing we did like outside of like finishing school was like watch this, and it was like when they're running naked in like the hotel lobby, and then like that combination with combined with like and then rest each other, that combined with my friend's laugh at the time, I was worried about my health from laughing too hard. So hard, I couldn't breathe. So that was great, and it's so great. It's so well done, and I like Groundhog Day. I came to it a bit late. And again, I probably like Wedding Singer. I don't think I find it gut busting hilarious. It's got other funny scenes in it. I find it more charming than anything. But yeah, I'll go Borat.
Well, speaking of movies that don't hold up, with Borat and making fun of gays and mentally challenged people, but I think that's kind of the point, to push
that's the point. Is he's an ignorant dude from an ignorant country?
Yeah, he's culturally insensitive.
They're still funny. Yeah,
his culture is culturally insensitive. Like that's the point, and he's making fun of those types of people. That's what the character is. I like both these movies a lot. I got to see Groundhog's Day last year in a theater on Groundhog's Day at a theater up here where I live, and that was a lot of fun.
Dude, there's no S. If you say the S in trivia, you don't get the point.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. That was a good time.
Haunted me before. That's
Christy. Yeah,
that's one of those you could do like one of those Jeopardy categories, like Henry's done. S or no S on the movie, and you have to guess. Man, I remember I saw it in the theater with my dad, and we both laughed our asses off in the theater at this movie. He thought that sequence at the beginning where they're doing the running of the Jew was like the funniest thing he'd ever seen. Like he thought that shit was like the funniest shit ever, with like the giant heads and like he just thought that shit was hilarious. Yeah, we laughed our asses off in that whole movie, and it was just a cool moment. He then went and saw like all the Jackass movies with me. Like we've seen some funny comedies together.
Really?
It's a good time. That became like
my dad would never do that.
That became like a weird tradition where he just came and saw all the Jackass movies with me.
Like Stellar or nothing.
He's down. He helped me. He showed me my two favorite comedies of all time that still are today. Then one of them's in this tournament. I'm gonna go with Borat on this one.
And I just had that running joke was like with that dude that was he competes with him because said, I get iPad, he go get iPad. I got iPod,
I get iPod, he only get iPod Mini. Great success.
Yeah. Yeah. This matchup is really good because I love Groundhog's Day. I've probably seen it, oh gosh, like 30, 40 times. Like it's really, really good. Like I love the stuff with like Ned Ryerson, and like when he finally punches him because he's the guy every day, Stephen Tobolowsky, and then just like some of the like people that pop up, Harold Ramis, Chris Elliott is actually decent, and then also it's an early movie from Michael Shannon. He pops up for a second, in
Yeah, he gets WrestleMania tickets.
yeah, and like it's really a good Bill and Murray movie. But if I was going for which movie I think it is overall better, like it'd probably be Groundhog Day. But since we're just doing straight up comedies, the one that makes me laugh way harder is Borat. Like Borat is just like there are moments where I'm just laughing so hard I can barely breathe. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I'm just got some really good laughs in that. So I think I got to give it to Borat.
All right, great success. All right.
Give it to the Borat, the cultural learnings of America from Make Glorious
Benefit Glorious Nation of
Kazakhstan. Yeah.
That's right. All right, I swear this is how it came up on the wheel. I swear to God this was true. Hot Fuzz versus Shaun of the Dead.
Oh.
And I was like, "Are you got to be shitting me?" And I had to leave it in. So we're gonna have the battle of the Cornettos here.
As long as you swear that happened.
I swear to God it happened. That's why I had to leave it in because it was too.
Yeah.
It was too. It was too much. I had to.
I believe it because when I did the randomizing for the animation tournament, I had the Lego Movie going up against the Lego Batman.
Yeah, no,
I believe it.
That tournament, like a couple of tournaments ago, where I had the two Spielbergs, I had Jurassic Park and Schindler's List go up against each other, and I was like, that's too good not to have in the first round. You have to. It happens.
There's been a few like that, yeah. So.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, two great movies here, but of the two. I revisit Shaun of the Dead a lot more. So I'm going to go Shaun of the Dead, but I'm not going to be mad at either one of these moving on.
Yeah. JPO.
Yeah, I've had this debate before. Honestly, my answer may change tomorrow, but right now I'm feeling Shaun of the Dead.
Okay.
Yeah. Richie.
So I believe Shaun of the Dead is probably JPO's. Hot Fuzz is definitely.
Hot Fuzz was on
both.
Yeah. They'll probably. Hot Fuzz was. Yeah, they'll probably win both at some point. But yeah, again, it's just sort of like, like JPO. It's like, like depending with the three, the other one might come up soon later as well. I don't know. It depends how I'm feeling, but yeah, I think at the end of the day, Hot Fuzz is my favorite of the trilogy. Hot Fuzz is I think it's just fantastic. A great sort of homage to Die Hard and all those kind of love-letter action films, and it shows the great chemistry. It drives home the great chemistry that Simon Pegg, Nick Frost have, and then great cameos by all British sort of character actors and comedians, and yeah, it's just so wacky and so great, and yeah, it holds up. So yeah, I'll go Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, I'm with Richard. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Freaking bitches. Again, I like Shaun of the Dead. I think it's a good movie, but god damn it, do I watch Hot Fuzz all the time. I just put this movie on in the background constantly, and just I think their chemistry is just perfect in this movie. Like I think they're Sergeant Angel and Danny Butterman just being a fan of him because he's like a badass cop and just asking him all the questions. It's just great. All the montages are fun. Great supporting cast and a great little like kind of slasher murder mystery too. Like it's a good time. And
the dude gets his head like they find his severed head and they're just like he was a terrible actor.
Terrible actor. Traffic collision. No, it's good stuff. I'm gonna go Hot Fuzz here.
Yeah, I mean, Edgar Wright is like probably about my third or fourth favorite director of all time. Like I love Edgar Wright. Like I love almost everything he's done, and the Coronado trilogy is amazing. And it's just really tough to choose because there's things to love about both, because Shaun of the Dead, I love the kills. I love like some of the supporting cast. I like the love interest a little more, Kate Ashfield, and but yeah, if you want to see like just some of the like the funniest British actors to come out of the like late 2000s. Whoa, someone's got a rapper by the mic. But yeah, some of the like
Yeah,
the
Richie.
the funniest British actors come out of the late 2000s, and like even some that are still working today, probably most of them actually. But yeah, just watch the Cornetto trilogy. But yeah, for my money, I go back to Hot Fuzz just a little more. Just yeah, Nicholas Angel, and like it's really good stuff. Like I especially love that clip, which we'll see it somewhere where they're gearing up in the Hot Fuzz if it goes far enough in the tournament. But yeah, so I'm gonna give it to Hot Fuzz.
All right. Brian stepped out for a minute, but in the private chat, he voted for Shaun of the Dead. So that's a tie to me, and I'm putting through Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
So, all right. Got Clerks 2 and Big Daddy. And we are to JPO this time.
Oh man, I don't want to.
Yeah.
It always hurts when like my two comedy idols like Sandler and Smith got a fight. It's close too, because I think Laughs for a Minute, Clerks 2 might be one of the better Kevin Smith ones as far as just straight up laughs. But Big Daddy, I think, is in the top 5 and 6 Sandler's. I mean, I went Sandler earlier. I'll go Clerks 2, but again, I'll change my mind in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Richie.
Yeah. Yes, it's tough, man. I love Big Daddy. I think it's I do think it's like one of Sandler's best films, in my opinion. Like comedies, in my opinion. I love it, and yeah, I think he's so good in that. And just great, great performances all around, and really quotable. But yeah, I just think in terms of like full on comedy, I think Clerks 2 is up there, and I watch it more. I even got like a book of like the screenplay, so I can read along. I can almost like recite Clerks 2. You'd probably be annoyed watching it with me.
You do the same with Big Daddy.
Yeah. So I would. I'm gonna go Clerks 2. I think it's great. So yeah, but it's hard. It's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, I've probably seen these about the same amount of times because I've seen Big Daddy a lot. That came on TV a ton, and but man, Clerks 2. Yeah, I think Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is still my favorite Kevin Smith movie, but Clerks 2 is like right up there, like right behind it. Because I even think like the story of Dante and Randall and like kind of their friendship story and the themes of like aging and finding your purpose in life and things like that. Like I just think it's really well written, and it's one of Kevin Smith's best movies. But still incredibly funny. Like all that stuff is great in that movie. Elias is a great addition to that movie. He's a great character. He's perfect in his dynamic there. So I'll go Clerks 2 actually on this one.
But very relatable because we all had pussy trolls,
And I had mouth trolls. Mr. Fiend. Mr. Fiend.
But which one do you want to vote for? The Donkey Show or the Hip Hop Anonymous? Because they're both really good, and I really like the matchup because they're both funny, but they're both heartfelt too, and I think that they both have some pretty decent writing. But like Big Daddy just like came out at like the perfect time for me. I was a freshman in high school, and I just going with like a big group of all my friends to all these Adam Sandler movies that were good back in the day, and yeah, like it's just a really quotable one, like Hooters, like, and then when she ends up with the old guy, like all right, like have fun with your guy with loose skin and old balls.
He's got a 5-year plan to what? Not die.
What is it? Don't die.
Yeah, right. Or like one of my favorite low key quotes is just when they're in the courtroom. He's like, "She'll be my sugar mama," and then Stupid Stern's like, "Oh, I got to get me one of those." But and yeah, like it's just really really good. Like I'm probably a little bit bigger of a Sandler fan than a Kevin Smith fan, but I like them both. But I'll go with the Big Daddy, and then I'm also going to try this. I've been forgetting about my citrus cherry one, so I'll crack it open and give you a verdict next round. So, but Brian, what do you got?
I want better on the ass. Big Daddy gets my votes, but
Me
third
too.
favorite Sadler film. So great chemistry with Schneider. So Big Daddy.
Just Columbus. They think he's stupid, but he's actually very smart. Jacob.
Yeah, another blind spot of mine, Clerks 2. I've seen the first Clerks and I really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to get to the second one and eventually the third one. But Big Daddy was one that, especially younger, was one I watched a lot, and I really enjoy it. I think there's some quotable moments and some good heart towards the end. So I'm gonna go with Big Daddy.
All right. Yeah. So that's a tie to up top of Jordan.
Ooh, all right. Yeah, like I kind of gravitate towards some of Kevin Smith's other movies, like not necessarily Clerks, but I do really like it. But I'll go Big Daddy.
All right, Big Daddy. All right, and I think it's the last one on this side. You got The Hangover and Airplane. So Richie, you go first.
Yeah, I think this yeah, at least one of these was a crossover because Hangover was on mine as well. But Airplane is definitely on mine. So yeah, again, similar tastes. I like this, but yeah, it also makes it difficult. Hangover is a really good sort of going crazy night film. But like it's and it probably should have just stayed at one film. I think the chemistry between all three leads is great, and I think it holds up. And like Mike, the various cameos, like especially Mike Tyson. But I think Airplane, or like Flying High, as it's released internationally, at least here, is I think one of the best comedies of all time. I think it works just because of just how seriously Lindsay Nielsen plays it, and it's just the constant one-liners are just are great. It holds up. It's amazing. So I gotta go Airplane.
Yeah, no, I like both these movies a lot. Yeah, The Hangover, I will defend. I think that's a great movie. Yeah, really good One Crazy Night movie. Again, awesome chemistry between everybody. But I might also go with Airplane. I love a great spoof movie and these classic ones. And damn, like joke for joke, pound for pound, like there's so many jokes and gags and visual stuff in this movie that they cram into 90 minutes. It's kind of amazing how much they cram into there to where there's always something to look at, always some great joke. I might go with Airplane here. And just side note, if anybody listens to the Cinephiles with John Roca and Steve Morris, they did an episode on Airplane with Scott Mantz as well, and it's a really good episode because it's just Scott Mantz and them like trying to convince John Roca that it's a really funny movie. It's really, really good. So
is John Roca like an old curmudgeon guy?
No, I mean he likes the movie. He just doesn't think it's like that funny. But like he kind of, by the end of the episode, they've kind of convinced him that it's kind of brilliant. It's pretty great because Scott Mantz is just like quoting all the lines and like doing all the stuff in his way, and it's really, really funny. So I encourage you to go back and listen to it.
Yeah. So when it comes to The Hangover, like I'm just okay on it. Like I just don't like think it makes me laugh that much. And when I first saw Airplane, I was a little lukewarm on it, but that movie actually holds up pretty well. There's some things that are just really, really funny. Like the whole like speaking jive thing when he's like, dude, some mofo but laying me to the bone, jacking me up, tight me. And then it's like, did anyone speak jive? And he's like, oh, Stuart, I speak jive. What he's saying is he's in great pain and he wants to know if you can help him. So yeah, and like there's just little things that you miss. It's one of those kind of like spoof comedy movies that you watch it multiple times and you catch different things in it, and like it just gets better on a rewatch to me. So I'll go Airplane. But Brian, what do you say?
Yeah.
And also, sorry, this citrus cherry, I'm gonna give it the same 8 out of 10. They're both good. So yeah.
Okay,
But
so I'll go with Airplane It's a bit more intriguing, and plus we don't really see pop up that much. So Airplane.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, I think The Hangover is fine. It's not one that I'm going back to very often, but I think Airplane is great. Yeah, I think it's got some really good quotable lines. I think my favorite is when they're in the nervous. Yes, first time. No, I've been nervous lots of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole thing with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the as the pilot, and I thought that as a basketball fan, I really appreciated that. So
My daddy says you don't hustle on defense.
Yeah,
No,
right.
I don't.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm gonna go with Airplane.
Yeah.
What would you do if you just looked up and you saw a blow up doll in the airplane or in the window of an airplane? That'd be weird. but yeah, JPO.
Yeah, I do both of these. So this is a hard matchup, but I'll say the slight edge goes to Hangover. Maybe just a more of a recent guy, and it's one I would go to more recently. So Hangover.
Yeah, but 5-1 it will be.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
It's funny
Johnny,
he's it to a child. That's what.
He's like, Johnny, you like gladiator movies?
Yeah.
He's like, you ever been in a Turkish prison? That's awesome. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we're running a little behind. We'll probably pick up the pace a little bit on this other half just to get back on track. So if everybody's down, but we'll go to another spoof movie. We got Top Secret against Liar Liar.
Fudge.
So that's what that is because the pen is blue.
Yeah.
So, but I'll go first. Yeah, I've only seen Top Secret once. I do think it's a solid spoof movie. I don't like it as much as Naked Gun and Airplane and whatnot. But man, I've seen Liar Liar probably 100 times. I've said it. I think pound for pound, joke for joke, it might be Jim Carrey's funniest movie, like literally. So I'm gonna go Liar Liar.
Yeah, this is interesting because I just saw Top Secret for the first time like last year, and the movies were really good. Like it might be Val Kilmer's funniest movie, like not his best, but his funniest movie. And like even like all the music stuff where he sings, it actually really works for me because he's like such a cool looking guy, and like I don't know, like it just works. And there's some really good stuff in it, and I really want to give it another rewatch. But Liar Liar, I've seen that movie like 40 or 50 times. Like it's just really, really good. It's got some great outtakes at the end, like a goose, that like all that stuff, and then like just like it makes you think like if you had to be honest about everything when he walks in and then he sees the secretary. He's like, "How do you like my hairstyle?" It's like whatever takes the pokies off your head or whatever. So or like I always quote like to my dad, I'll be like, "I'm a bad father." I mean, so yeah, I'll go Liar Liar. Brian.
The contact pen is blue. Yeah, Liar Liar is in my top 10. My second favorite comedy of all time. My first one probably going to show up somewhere determined, but yep, I'll go with Liar Liar. Even the assistant from Mrs. Offers in there too.
Yeah, nice. Jacob.
Yeah, I haven't seen Top Secret. Liar Liar is fantastic. I had to argue against it in Battleground, but it was really easy because it was the worst Jim Carrey movie of the 90s, and so it was a really easy because this movie is, I think it's got some really good funny moments, endlessly quotable. Well, no, I guess it does end eventually because there's only so much you can quote, but very, very quotable, and I also dig the outtakes at the end, like when she gets Jim Carrey to break Jezebel overactor, and he just breaks. Liar Liar gets my vote.
Yeah.
JPO.
JPO.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to vote for Ta. Sorry, I'm voting for Ta. Liar Liar, I can't do it. I can't lie. And also, as you mentioned before, Jordan, with the outtakes,
There you go.
A goose.
A goose.
Goose, yeah.
Richie.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Top Secret's on my list. It's great, but like, yeah, damn it, when it's going up against Liar Liar, so fucking G. Well, there goes that. Because Liar Liar is fucking great. Yeah. Yeah, I've watched it so many times. It's quite a good comfort watch, and yeah, I've always wanted to. Yeah, know what like they were going to again. I talked about this. They were going to go to Nitro and see like what Rick Rude and Randy.
There's footage of it somewhere.
Yeah,
There's no release footage, but there's photo proof.
There's photos, but they filmed stuff.
Yeah.
Giant was going to be.
There's a deleted scene where they go to the wrestling.
No, there's photo proof with Big Show out there.
And then yeah, the Giants in there. Which in a way, I'm glad that they took that out because it's like it wouldn't have made like so. Where would the bad father come into it? Like you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
In the photo, they show that like he has his like paperwork with him, so like they probably decided no, it's better if they just don't go at all, you know.
Yeah.
And they probably only make the main event, probably I think in the script.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll go Liar Liar. It's amazing. It's
all right. Well, it's a clean sweep for.
Is it good for you?
I've had better.
his first truth he has to tell.
The claw.
Yeah.
With the claws on the weakness. Sub-zero temperatures. Woo!
Mighty Python the Holy Grail versus it's the Spy Who Shagged Me. Spy Who Shagged Me. So we'll go to Jordan.
Yeah, I think both of these are really good. Like I'm a big Holy Grail fan now. When I was younger, I didn't really get British humor, but after I've gotten older, I do more. And yeah, there's just some really good stuff like going across the bridge and they want to know what the average flying speed of a swallow is, African or European. Oh, I don't know that. I'm gonna go flying into the lava or like the animator having a fateful heart attack or like there's just some killer bunny rabbit. But man, The Spy Who Shagged Me is probably the best at Austin Powers movie, and like it's just really good. I really like Seth Green in there. The whole mini-me stuff, or like the whole like rocket that shoots up. Like looks like somebody's privates. Like that whole like scene and like somebody's tallywhacker, also known as penis schlong. And there's some good stuff, but and yeah, I think that Dr. Evil is like one of the great characters like in a comedy. Like it's really good. So I think I got to give it to Austin. Or yeah, The Spy Who Shagged Me here. But Brian.
You see, I transformed the movie to Death Star. Okay, Darth. Austin Powers gets The Spy Who Shagged Me gets my vote.
The sharks with freaking laser beams on their heads.
Yep. It's so good. Mini-me's great. So talk about Spy Who Shagged Me.
Yeah. Jacob.
I haven't seen the Austin Powers trilogy yet. It's another big blind spot of mine. But I love Holy Grail. This is probably my favorite comedy of all time, and just one of my favorite movies of all time. I absolutely love this. We got to watch it. The first time I actually watched it was in high school. We watched it. We were doing a King Arthur section in my English class, and so the teacher chose this as one of the movies we got to watch. So that was pretty cool. And then yeah, I've rewatched it so many times since then. I think there's just so many good segments here. Yeah, I think it's quotable, and I laugh just as much when I rewatch it as I did that first time. So Holy Grail.
In that scene where like they're like storming the castle, and you see the guy just running at a distance over and over again. He's not getting any closer. It's just so good. I love that.
I love the
Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
Who later on played Big John in Halloween Kills. Big John.
Well, JPO, what do you got here?
I've always thought this to be my favorite Austin Powers. I think it's the funniest of the three. But yeah, I think Holy Grail, saw it in high school, looked it ever since. It's to me pretty high up, so I'm gonna go Holy Grail.
Yeah. Richie.
Yeah, I love both of these, but I'm gonna go Spy Shag Me. I think it's the best of the three. Yeah, I think. I think Heather Graham's a good addition, replacing Liz Hurley here. Because you kind of feel cheated a bit, where it's like, oh yeah, they build this sort of rapport with Liz Hurley, and they just she's a robot. Okay, cool. But yeah, no, they got good chemistry, and yeah, it's just basically like a lot of the jokes are just like rinse and repeat from the first one, but they work better somehow. I don't know. And yeah, I love all the I love I love the addition of Vern Troyer, rest in peace, and yeah, I just think it works. I wouldn't mind seeing a fourth one, but Mike Myers put a comedy on Netflix. I think was it last year, earlier this year. That wasn't great, so hopefully it's better.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, so I'll go Spy Shag Me.
But he had a Super Bowl commercial about 3 years back or something where he was Dr. Evil. That was actually really funny.
He still pops up on late night shows as Dr. Evil every now and then for like little spots and stuff. Like he'll just do it every now and then. I'm in the group where I'm in the kind of overrated Holy Grail group. I don't think it's that great. Like I think it's got its moments, but it's not my favorite. I still think Life of Brian is the sharpest and funniest of all their movies. But yeah, I still love the original Austin Powers the most, just because I think I like the straight spoof of James Bond that it kind of is. It's nothing against Spy Shag Me. I've seen this movie 100 times. Like I had it on. This is another one I had on VHS. I just watched over and over again. So I'll give it Austin Powers. So we'll transition, and put it through with this. All right, so Get Him to the Greek and Role Models will be up next. Brian.
I Get Him to the Greek is good, but Role Models is a top 10 card for 2000 for me. Jim Lynch stole the show with this, and the whole lobby sequence. So Role Models.
Yeah, Jacob, what you got?
Two movies that I think are okay. I've seen each of these. I think just the one time. Haven't revisited them. So I guess I remember laughing more at Role Models than I did Get Him to the Greek. So I'll go with Role Models.
Yeah. JPO, you got?
It's a similar Barber logic. Yeah, I like both of these, but what am I popping in more and where I think I laugh a little bit more at? I think Role Models is a little bit funnier.
I just realized after putting Get Into the Greek on the list how many people there are in that are pretty nefarious people. Like Jonah Hill's been in trouble lately. Russell Brand, who's gone mental, and T.J. Miller is in this movie, who's also a crazy person.
Isn't P. Diddy in Get Him to the Greek as well?
Yeah, sure.
Isn't there allegations that he funded the guy who suppostly killed Tupac and said P. Diddy's only paid him to do it? Yeah, so that's a little weird, right?
And honestly, he's really funny in this movie. So I don't know. Like I still find Get Him to the Greek quite funny, but yeah, given that, so how do I? But yeah, I still it's quite funny, and but yeah, I actually would have, because Role Models on somewhere too. I'd probably go Role Models over this anyway, regardless of the people involved in Get Me Great. So yeah, I think Role Models is just a more sort of more slicker comedy here. So yeah, I'll go Role Models.
I think I'm also going to go with Role Models. I think that movie's damn funny. I've only seen Get Into Greek once. I've never really had a notion to go back to it. But goddamn it, Role Models is really, really funny, and it works very good the more times I go back to it. I think my favorite little sort of non sequitur bit is when they're leaving the campfire sequence, and who's the one guy, the awkward white guy who's really into the program. Yeah, he, he's like, what do we do next? And Keegan-Michael Key's just like, we gonna go make s'mores with white chocolate. He's like, I do not agree with that. It's just a little non sequitur thing that makes me laugh a lot. Little lines like that. So I'm gonna go Role Models.
Yeah. So if I would have had another couple hours, I'd get him to the Greek, but it would have been the next one I watched. But I haven't seen it, so it's still a blind spot. And yeah, I'll just say it's hard to know about these people that have been canceled because all of it are allegations. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna say one way or the other, but for role models, yeah, like role models is great. And yeah, definitely all the Jane Lynch stuff, the sturdy wings. When she's like telling Paul Rudd and Sean William Scott they're not sturdy wings material, and she's like, I could be over in New York City in the Village doing some blow, but I'm not because the kids come first. You can go home and you can just line up some lines of your own dignity, and you can snort that because you are not sturdy wings material, and just like going off on them. It's like really good stuff. Like she's probably for like comedy, like one of my favorite actresses. So I'll go with role models.
All right, role models. And go down to got What We Do in the Shadows and Nothing to Lose. So Richie can once again propose his love for Nothing to Lose. So is anybody besides Richie voting for Nothing to Lose?
No, let me do it. I want to talk.
All right, fine.
Oh, Richie,
I'm gonna talk about it.
That's what's doing.
We know you like this movie, but everybody else has either seen it like no times or one time. It doesn't remember it like you do.
I think it's underrated, but I'm not gonna vote for
it. It's just bullshit. I was going up against like something that wasn't.
Going against What We Do in the Shadows, dude.
I know it wasn't going up against that. That'd be fine. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I love that. I think it's.
Well, say your piece about it. I'm still gonna move What We Do in the Shadows.
It's a great road trip, almost comedy. Great sort of great buddy comedy. Great like sort of almost strange, bedfellows in the sense that they wouldn't, they would never, these two people would never hang out in under normal circumstances. And yeah, Tim Robbins is really, showed the decent comedy. I don't know if he did much comedy outside of this though.
He did a couple small things, I think.
He did
how dare you disrespect Howard the Duck? All right.
But his son Miles Robbins is in that Bill Burr movie. That I watched.
He had a TV miniseries. I forget what it's called though. It's like really funny. I can't remember that, but also too in Nothing to Lose. I really like John C. McGinley and Giancarlo Esposito. The two villains, like the henchmen guys. Yeah, they're good.
All right.
That poster bugs me though.
Yeah, it looks photoshopped and weird.
And also, unless it has to do with the plot, their names should
Yeah. Tim Robbins, Martin Lawrence. Yeah, that should be the other way around. That's weird.
The other way around. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got Animal House and Lost and Found. So we will go to Jacob this time.
Haven't even heard of Lost and Found, so I'll go with Animal House.
JPOs, I'm guessing.
That's JPO, so you can tell us all about it. JPO.
Hey man, really sweet David Spade rom-com. He falls in love with the hot chick next door. He steals her dog, and it's really good. It's underrated. It's on Tubi, so you don't have to go far to watch it. And it's my second Lost and Found. So Held Up rather. So I actually haven't seen Animal House too either. So I will legit go with Lost and Found.
Yeah. Richie.
Cool. Lost and Found's your Nothing to Lose. That's cool. But where all the good movies are on Tubi. Actually, I've heard of Lost and Found. I want to watch it. I've heard good things. So, it's kind of I guess similar to What We Do in the Shadows thing. It's going up against Animal House. Animal House is great. I think it's. I think it's Belushi's best. Best performance. I love this movie.
He's in like two movies.
Yeah, I know it doesn't make sense. They're both great.
That's not your point. No, it was mine. I was just saying, it's his best performance. Like, there's so many.
Shut up, Animal House.
Yeah. Awesome.
No, I referred to it earlier. Yeah, one of my favorite comedies in this thing. Yeah, Animal House is probably my second favorite comedy of all time, just behind Blazing Saddles. It's another one of the ones my dad kind of introduced me to, and I fell in love with it also. And I just think it's a damn funny movie. Still the best kind of frat boy comedy movie ever made. Like really, really good. Just an array of excellent characters. John Vernon's great as Dean Wormer, just a classic asshole. He's the best. And real quick, JPO for you, the director of Lost and Found, Jeff Pollock, made two other movies in the 90s. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2013. So rest in peace, Jeff Pollock. But his other two movies, 1994's Above the Rim, the basketball movie, and the 1997, another Jamie Foxx comedy classic, Booty Call.
Booty call.
Booty call.
Booty call.
That's awesome.
Yes, the Jamie Foxx, Tommy Davidson classic Booty Call. But anyways, back on track. I'm voting for Animal House.
Yeah, me and one of my friends that I grew up with, my buddy Matt, like we have this kind of running like inside joke where like when it's a comedy, we'll be like, is it better or worse than Booty Call? Like that's kind of the standard. Like, is it better or is it worse? That movie's not that great, but like I'm just not a big Animal House fan. Like I watched it and I just like didn't get it. I wasn't really laughing. I was just kind of like I don't know. It's not my style of humor. Like I don't like it. Maybe a hot take. I don't know, but like I'm not a big John Belushi fan outside of Saturday Night Live. Like I like him in that, but other than that, I really like gravitate towards him. But I mean, Animal House does have some hidden people that you might kind of pick out. Like Kevin Bacon's in there, or like Bruce McGill, or Karen Allen is in there. Donald Sutherland. So, but I watched Lost and Found for the first time, and you know what? Like, the movie's really sweet though. Like it actually has like a pretty decent score to it too. Whoever wrote that, like the score gives you all the feels and everything. And like I actually like I'm a big David Spade fan, so and I actually really like Lost and Found because David Spade has done some pretty stupid movies that exist, but this one's not one of them. I think the movie was actually good, so I'll vote Lost and Found.
Yeah. Note to all you singles out there. If you want the best way to do a woman's heart, just steal her dog.
Steal her dog, yeah. And hold it
steal her
hostage.
dog, and then try to bring it back to her and be the hero.
Naked.
Yeah, but Brian.
Or Shortbus Street, Animal House.
All right. So Animal House. Okay.
There are multiple naked scenes. There's David Spade naked, but then the guy who's competing with for the girl like gets locked out naked too of the apartment.
Got Monty Python's Life of Brian, and this is the end. So JPO.
I love Holy Grail. I should watch these other ones. So this is the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Two kind of pseudo-religious movies, actually, because this is the end. It's about the rapture. So yeah.
Richie.
Yeah, this is hard because they were both listed on mine at one point. So it's hard, but one I go back to, one that's more of a classic of mine, and that's no fault of this is the end. It's just Life of Brian's older, obviously, and had more time to ruminate with me. So I got Life of Brian. It's I was envelope pushing at the time, and still envelope pushing, and I'll say, and it's still one of the most clever. One of the more clever comedies you'll find still. He's not the Messiah. He's a really very naughty boy.
Yeah.
Life of
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, no, this is tough because I like both these movies a lot. I think This is the End is really, really funny. But man, I just came to Life of Brian about 2 years ago, and I've watched it a couple times since then. There's a Cinephiles episode on Life of Brian as well, where they talk about that movie, Richie. So it's really good. But yeah, it's a great setup of religion, and how things can start and get out of hand, and misunderstandings and whatnot. And it's very, very funny. That's easily my favorite Monty Python movie. So just to champion the underdog in this one, I'll go Life of Brian.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of going back and forth. They got the the NBA in-season tournament going on here, so I got that going. The Phoenix Suns are beating the Lakers by about 10 points. So if you have anyone to follow, Richie, like the Phoenix Suns, they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I don't like the. I'm not a huge fan of in-season stuff. So much. I'm like, yeah.
I think it's fun. They got cool jersey. They got a sick court for the Phoenix Suns. But anyways, but like I've only seen Life of Brian once, and I didn't get it. I just didn't get why it was funny. I didn't laugh like one time.
It's because you're super religious, so you didn't get it. Why it's funny. Yeah.
Well, I get why they're making fun of like the birth of Jesus and like this like life and all this stuff. Like, and there's this other guy, like some other apostle or something. Is that what it is? Or I don't know. But
he gets mistaken for they think he's the Messiah, even though he's not, and it's a whole thing that gets out of hand, and it's just a setup of how people can become sheep immediately and just believe like everything immediately and just get way out of hand. Yeah,
I can watch religious things and laugh like quite a bit, but just no, I don't know. I just didn't. The way that the British humor like hit didn't really do much, but this is the end. It is great, especially Danny McBride. Like every time this movie's brought up, I got to champion Danny McBride because I think he's just like so funny in this movie. He's the standout for me, but like everyone, like I think it's pretty good from top to bottom.
I always wanted a sequel series with Danny McBride and his and Channing Tatum and all the cannibals.
Yeah, that would be freaking
awesome.
It'd be the better version of they're doing like I forget that Daniel Radcliffe show, but they do it on FX or something, and they're doing like a post-apocalyptic. Yeah, Miracle Workers. They did like a post-apocalyptic thing where they're doing a bunch of like Terminator and like all like Mad Max stuff, and it's pretty good. But I think this does it better than even.
Did you watch Vice Principals with Danny McBride and Walter Goggins?
Yeah, that was great. So good, and the Righteous Gemstones, all of it. So
yeah.
But this is the end, Brian.
Yeah, this is tough. Ask me in 10 minutes, my vote will change, but I'll lean toward left of me.
Okay. Yeah.
Jacob?
Oh, this is easy for me because I haven't seen This Is the End, and I really enjoy Life of Brian's. I'm more of a Holy Grail guy, as I said, but I think Life of Brian's also really good. It's actually a lot closer for me. But I'll go Life of Brian.
Oh, all right, Life of Brian, 4-2.
See it, and Jacob is the religious guy, and he gets it. So
yeah, he gets it. Should watch it again. It's really funny. Well,
I don't think they do anything like too offensive.
No.
Billy Madison and I Love You, Man.
Oh no!
All right, so here it is, Richie.
Kind of because I know that Billy Madison was on both our list, and ultimately I think JPO got Billy Madison as I kind of.
I think his was slightly higher than yours, so it went to him. Yeah. Yes, it was definitely high on both of your lists. Yes,
I want to. So I don't want to be spiteful and be a dick, but I do go back to Billy Madison more than I do I Love You, Man. I do like I Love You, Man a lot. I think that I think it's quite great. But yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I know it's going to be up against it because of Jacob, but and I'm going to go Billy Madison.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do the same thing. I think I Love You, Man is solid, but I've only seen it like twice, and we had Billy Madison on VHS, seen it a million times, watched it a lot, and I think it's a lot of fun. So Billy Madison, gotta be.
Man, I love both of these movies. They're both really good. But yeah, Billy Madison is like an all-timer for me. Just to like say something that I haven't said about the movie yet is my little brother. So I have mentioned that I showed it to them when they were way too young. They're like 3 and 4 years old when I showed them like Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore. They're way too young. But there's a scene where he's like, "Hey, Sideburn, do you want some of this milk?" And because he's like asking Veronica, and he's like, "No milk, whatever be our milk." And so he has Sideburn. He's like, "Rather have a beer." And so I taught that to my brothers when my mom would ask my 3 and 4-year-old brothers if they wanted something. They'd just be like, I'd rather have a beer, Mom. so yeah, I'll vote Billy Madison. But Brian,
Rules, Odor rules. After Rock revolves, Ron's hot piece of ace. Billy Madison, my favorite card of all time.
Yeah, the piece of ace.
All right, think long and hard, Jacob. Long and hard.
Think about it.
I'm gonna go with "I Love You, Man" because it's
I love
not
you too,
Billy
man.
Madison.
Because it's not Billy Madison. That's the reason. Yeah. All right. Good choice. All right, JPO.
Yeah.
Wonder what he's gonna say.
I mean, I love you too, man. It's a great movie, but yeah, Billy Madison, baby, all day, every day, and I want that poster.
All right, there you go.
I am the smartest man alive!
All right. All right, Billy Madison got Forgetting Sarah Marshall and The Sixth Man.
Oh, jeez. JPO. Come on.
Yeah, let's go.
It's in the Ace intro, and here it is. Also,
We're the basketball fans.
all the way.
yeah.
Come on,
So
Jacob.
I'm up first. No, it's interesting because I saw The Sixth Man for I know I'd seen pieces of it, but I watched it all the way through. I bought a used DVD. It's a double feature of Celtic Pride and The Sixth Man.
That sounds bad.
Yeah. So it was on a double. So I watched it for. When
Actually,
we
I
did
have
our
that same DVD. I have the same one.
when we did the basketball tier anchor just to watch it, and like whatever happened to Kadeem Hardison? He was like everywhere
that's
for
what
like 5 years, and then he was just gone. Like it was weird. He was in a
We'll see
ton
him
of
In
pop
a
movies.
different
up
world,
here.
if you remember that show.
Pop
Yeah,
up here.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, it was okay, but god damn it was stupid. but here's the
That's what
thing.
6-year-old me wanted, baby.
But here's the thing. I don't love Forgetting Sarah Marshall either. I think it's way too long. That movie really drags for me. Like after about an hour or so, it has its moments. So fuck it, I'll give it to The Sixth Man. Why not? Yeah.
I mean, I think The Sixth Man's awesome. It's like Angels in the Outfield, but with basketball. And like I think that there's some interesting stuff. A and K all the way, baby. And then just like when like Kadeem Hardison becomes the ghost and he's just messing with Marlon Wayans like on his date. He's like, you want some zesty steak sauce on your salmon, and like just really just messing with them. And like it's a movie that I just grew up with. Like I don't know, like it just like hits me. And Forgetting Sarah Marshall's good, but yeah, like it's not as rewatchable as like some of these other comedies. So I'll go with The Sixth Man. Brian.
Yeah, I haven't seen The Sixth Man, but you know what? Let's call some anarchy with The Sixth Man.
Yeah, let's do it.
How the fucking high? This is bullshit.
Movie's fun. Jacob, what do you think?
Well, what were you saying, Richie?
You guys are nice people.
Cool. I'm gonna go with The Sixth Man as well.
JPO.
Holy shit, that did not go the way I thought it was gonna go. Oh my god. Because I wasn't gonna vote for it.
You want a movie?
I love Forgetting Sarah Marshall, but no, like the 6-year-old me, I love the movie.
You got the panel that's not that high on Forgetting Sarah Marshall. So
Evidently,
there you
yeah.
go.
Damn. I think The Sixth Man's really funny. Like you said, you saw it in my intro because it's something that's always stayed with me. Even the end, man. Come on, he's cutting the cord, he's cutting the hoop, and David Paymer goes, "That's our sixth man, isn't it?" As he looks up in the sky. Oh, come on, hey, all the way.
Oh,
Yeah, hey,
you
Sixth
bring a
Man.
tear to my eye.
Richie.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall, even though it's also got a bunch of cancelled people in it.
Sixth Man, let's go.
There you go. I don't think it's going to make it that far.
Underdogs.
It's going up against Billy Madison. It's not going that far. All right, chill out.
I still want to see the Dracula musical they were working on that movie.
There's a tough one. Hot Shots Part 2 and Happy Gilmore.
Oh, no.
No. Yeah, told you there's some tough ones. So, Jordan, get to go first. Have fun.
Yeah, I love both of these. I mean, Hot Shots has got to be like one of the best like parody spoof movies. Like and I actually like the second one a little more, but they're close though. They're like neck and neck for me. But yeah, Happy Gilmore is just so good. It's so quotable. Like the Ben Stiller Howell stuff, like You're in My World, Grandma. And I'm looking at a lot of these posters. So I actually found this spot in my local mall where we can like they'll literally take any picture that you can think of, and they'll put it on a T-shirt. They do not care about copyright stuff or anything. So I have a Logan shirt because Brian sent me a cool little image that I'm going to wear sometime soon. Where I put a really cool Logan artwork on there. But here I got to vote for Happy Gilmore because I mean, who hasn't tried at least at like the driving range to hit the ball Happy Gilmore style? And when you connect, that thing like really flies. So, but that's the thing. You don't. Most of the time, you don't connect with it though. You miss a lot. So I'll go Happy Gilmore. But Brian.
Happy learn how to cut. Yeah, Happy Gilmore gets the second Sandler film. For like how Hope as Miller is hilarious. He's such a nice guy, but ends up being a jerk. We're going to house your cast time for 4 hours today. Pretty nice. I mean, happy.
Yeah. You will not sink this putt, you jackass.
Oh, you mean this?
Hey, Gilmore, you suck, you jackass. Why don't you shut the hell up?
Especially when he goes to like beat the hell out of the one guy.
No, I just
try to hit the ball.
My favorite thing is he's about to putt, and dude just pops up out of nowhere from behind the dude and just goes, "You will not make this putt, you jackass!" And then he just disappears again. Like it's just, like he just keeps popping up out of nowhere. It's really funny.
Yeah, but Jacob, what do you say?
Yeah, I haven't seen Hot Shots, but I love Happy Gilmore. This might be my favorite Adam Sandler comedy. I think it's just so funny and still the best golf movie that we've ever gotten. So, Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, JPO.
Somebody hasn't seen Tin Cup. And that person, I have not seen Tin Cup.
Are you a big Legend of Bagger? Are you a big Legend of Bagger Vance fan?
Oh,
yeah, the greatest game ever played.
Yeah, you a big fan of that? I do like Caddyshack. Caddyshack is funny.
Oh, there you go. Happy Gilmore's better though, by far for me. I like both Hot Shots. I'm glad Richie put one of them on here. But yeah, again, this is peak Sandler. So another peak Sandler poster too. I've never seen that I want now.
Yeah, serious.
I
Richie.
feel like that the poster's alright, but if it looks too much like that Who's Your Caddy? Remember that fucking terrible Terry Crews?
That's not a good golf movie.
It's a terrible golf movie, and it looks like that poster. But yeah, I'll go Hot Shots Part. I'll go Hot Shots Part 2. This is criminal. You should Wheel. I hate you. But the Hot Shots Part 2 is fantastic. It still holds up. It just like Airplane. Just laughs a minute. There's so many jokes from the opening. From the opening. So where he's about to fight, and he's like putting his hands in like dictionary, it's fucking great. So, but yeah, I don't mind if Happy Gilmore goes through because it's Happy Gilmore. But
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's no disrespect to Hot Shots Part 2. It's a brilliantly funny movie. Like again, tons and tons of jokes that are hilarious. Kind of peak spoof movie stuff here. But Happy Gilmore is my favorite Sandler movie. Yeah, Happy Gilmore is my favorite Sandler. One of my favorite sports movies, just period. And God damn it, I've probably seen it even more than Billy Madison, like just over and over again. It's great. So gotta go Happy Gilmore.
A great scene is like when he's singing like in the little speaker box, he's like, "I want to kiss you all over," and then there's like an Asian lady standing there, and then the next thing that you see, the Asian lady's in bed the next morning, and he's like, "Hey, you know what breath is?"
Some like it hot, and that's Talladega Nights. So, all right, Brian.
Haven't seen Some Like a Hot. Talladega Nights is a great NASCAR comedy. So Talladega Nights.
Yeah, Jacob.
I love Talladega Nights, but I think Some Like It Hot is really, really good. and just to get some more classic comedies. I think this might be the oldest on the list.
I would imagine.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely for me.
Yeah, and I think it holds up. I think I think it holds up. I think it's really good, really funny. So I'll go with Some Like It Hot.
Yeah. JPO.
I mean, let's be honest. Talladega Nights is not going to win, and the poster straight up saying, "If you ain't first, you're last." So don't vote for it. It doesn't want to go any farther, and will either be last than
It's
not.
it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. You could be second, you could be third, you could be fourth.
And but if you do vote for Talladega Nights, well, nobody's perfect. So something like that.
Well, if you're second, third, or fourth, you're last. Yeah. Richie.
Well, I'm close enough to perfect, so Talladega Nights, and because I'm versing you, so I'm not going to agree to anything you say. So true.
All right.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. I think Talladega Nights is good. It's not one of my overall favorite Will Ferrell movies. It's solid though. It fits right in with that mid 2000s when Ferrell was hot and he had kind of one hit after another. I've only seen Something Like It Hot twice, although one of them was in a theater, so that was cool on a repertory screening. And I just bought the Criterion Blu-ray not long ago, so I'm gonna rewatch it again. But I do appreciate a good kind of old school screwball comedy, you know. I mean, stuff like Jacob, like what's up, Doc, is like riffing on stuff like this and Something Like It Hot. People running out of running out of rooms, you know, trying to deal with multiple situations at the same time, changing clothes. It's the same thing in Mrs. Doubtfire at the end. It's all kind of a riff on that sort of stuff. So
guess what? I just missed the cut.
What's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc? Oh, okay, yeah, nice. So I'll give it to the classic here. Why not? We'll get some.
Oh yeah.
Something like that. Jordan.
Yeah, like they're both really good. I've seen them both, and the best thing, it's probably the best prayer in like any a movie. Just like when you're praying to the dear Lord, baby Jesus, or as our brothers in the South call you, Jesus. And like just praying about the
baby Jesus.
Yeah, the bountiful harvest of Domino's, KFC, and the always delicious Taco Bell. but I mean, I was really surprised though with Something Like It Hot though. I mean, Jack Lemmon is great, and like Marilyn Monroe, she's timeless. Like she just like she is.
Yeah, but apparently they hated her on set because she couldn't get her lines right ever.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah. But not only like is she beautiful, like she seems like she could act, but now you're saying she couldn't get her lines right. She seems like she would.
She got it, but Billy Wilder is pretty famous for saying like she was like the worst actress that he ever worked with.
Oh,
like,
really?
Wow. As far as like, you know, actually getting her stuff right, you know, within a few tries or whatever. Yeah.
Well, like I don't know, like it makes me think. I wish I was Jack Lemmon in that room with her, the trailer, whatever they're in. So I'll go Something Like It Hot. Yeah.
All right, there you go. So Something Like It Hot, got a classic in there. All right, go down to Wedding Crashers and Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Beavis and Butthead to pop up. I was implying Beavis and Butthead to pop up here again. There you go.
All right, there we go. Jacob is up first.
Yeah, and I've said this before. I'm not the biggest Beavis and Butthead fan. I get it. I get why people love it. It's just not for me. I think Wedding Crashers is quite funny. Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson, one of their better movies for me personally. And I love all the other cast members that show up here. So I'm gonna go with Wedding Crashers.
Yeah. JPO.
Yeah, there's not too much of a difference here between these two, but I might be more of a Beavis and Butthead fan in shorter form. So I'm gonna go Wedding Crashers is what I would go to more.
Yeah. Richie.
Yeah, although I'm thrilled that Beavis and Butthead it came up here. It came up. Yeah, obviously I knew it was going to come up with some of this, but I am not thrilled it got paired against Wedding Crashers. It was also on my list because I watched that probably like 40, 50 times at this point. And Beavis and Butthead probably the same amount, but I don't know if we're ever going to get the sequel. I don't even know how you do a sequel, but apparently they got something in mind. We'll see what happens. Yeah, look, I'll go. I'll go Beavis and Butthead to America. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm on the kick just because Beavis and Butthead TV show just came back and it's still very good. So yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Austin.
well, I'll answer by saying, I work at a grocery store, so I have this observation a lot.
Some people are dumb. Yeah, really.
So yeah, I'll agree and say Beavis and Butthead to America. Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah. I mean,
Jordan.
they're just looking for the. Yeah. I'm here.
You're on like
something wrong.
You're like on a 3-4 second delay at this point.
Really? I don't have anything open, but but they're just looking for the butthole that stole their TV. I mean, come on. They go on a whole journey and they go to like Yellowstone and the White House. They go on a plane and a bus and they're excited because they're going to get paid to score and like all those different things. And yeah, I'm also a big Wedding Crashers fan. Like they've been talking about a sequel for a while, so I hope it happens because I'd like to see it. I remember I was on a panel once and they brought it up the sequel and like I was really excited. Everyone just like, nah, like no one else really cared, but it's not me. But it's got to be Beavis and Butthead Do America though for sure. So
all right,
Brian.
Yeah, it has to be Beavis and Butthead too. It's a great adaptation of the TV show.
It's not Beavis and Butthead 2. It's the first one.
Beavis and Butthead Do America. I know.
Beavis and Butthead 2 is Do the Universe.
Yes.
Yeah. That's not old enough yet to put on my list. I haven't watched it enough,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Cloris Leachman was great at the old lady. They try hitting on the lady.
It's Cloris Leachman. Nice. She's one of the best like old lady actresses.
Yep. So it has to be Beavis and Butthead. Hopefully, it makes it far in the sermon.
Yeah, she's the grandma.
Oh no! Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
It sounds like Bernie Sanders.
Cloris Leachman is the grandma from Malcolm in the Middle, and it's like Life, or no, it's Raising Hope. That show, yeah, Raising Hope.
Yeah.
All right. We're almost to the end of the side, so let's get it done. Tommy Boy, City Slickers, JPO.
Is anyone voting for City Slickers?
It's on JPO's list, so he might give him a chance.
All right.
Yeah.
I do love City Slickers. It's really good. If you guys haven't seen it, it's such a good, fun romp with Billy Crystal, who should be in everything. Just because that comment annoyed me, Jordan. So yeah, City Slickers.
All right. Sure. Richie.
Because I want to do everything
some time.
Because I want to do everything opposite JPO does because we're meant to be versing each other. Tommy Boy.
Yeah. Austin.
Tommy Boy to my 128. City
Slickers. I know, Richie. I know you want to do that, Richie. So I purposely voted for City Slickers. So.
I don't care. I like Tommy Boy better.
Yeah. I saw City Slickers for the first time for this. I liked it. I'm not sure if I'm in the camp of like loving it. I do like Billy Crystal though. The more I see his movies, because he's a sarcastic ass in every movie, and I kind of like that because I'm a sarcastic ass in real life, and so he's kind of my spirit animal, especially when Harry Met Sally. But yeah, it ain't Tommy Boy. So it ain't Tommy Boy.
Yeah. So you're driving along, your kids are in the back screaming, "Daddy, I gotta go to the bathroom." Then a big tire rolls out into the road and you're like, "Oh my God, we can't stop." And you go flying off a cliff and you're like, "Oh my God." Like there's so many like good quotable lines. Like it's one of the other like infinitely quotable movies. And City Slickers is good, but it's no Tommy Boy. Tommy Boy's like an all-timer. So Tommy Boy.
Right.
Brian.
Fat guy, the little coach, Tommy Boy.
Jacob.
Just so JPO doesn't feel alone, I'll go with City Slickers.
I'll go Tommy Boy.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Tommy
My
Boy.
former bestie right there.
Yeah. Tommy Boy moves on. Almost to the end here. Tropic Thunder. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Oh no! Come on,
Richie.
Me. Okay. Both really good. Tropic Thunder is really good. People always go, you can't make this anymore. Yes, you can. Just because Robert Downey Jr. was making fun of people who think they can do who are pretentious enough to think they can get away with blackface. That's what that character was. Anyway, and but James Bob Strike Back is one of the Kim better comedies, and look, because did Clerks 2 move through or not? I don't think it did it?
I believe it did, actually.
Did it? I can't remember.
I thought it didn't, but maybe
I thought it did.
I'm gonna go with it that it didn't, and I'll go just for that, and I'll go James back, and but yeah, I don't mind if Tropic Thunder goes through because that's great, but I'll go James Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah. No, Tropic Thunder's great. It's a ton of fun. Yeah, I totally agree with Richie. You could absolutely make this movie because it's making fun of all these people who think are so arrogant that they can do that. Which, by the way, he's playing an arrogant Australian actor, Richie, who thinks he's
Australian. Be Australian,
yeah, right. But Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is to me the funniest Kevin Smith movie. It's my favorite Kevin Smith movie. I just think it's a great road trip movie. I've watched it a lot, so I'll go Jay and Bob.
Yeah. So a trivia question for Tropic Thunder could be what actor infamously goes full retard in Tropic Thunder?
No, not gonna ask that question.
No.
But I really like Tropic Thunder. Like, I think it's really, really
well,
good.
The correct answer is not Ben Stiller. It's Tug Speedman.
Yeah, right. Well, I said what actor, but I guess he's an actor in that.
He's
movie.
playing an actor in the movie. It's Tug Speedman.
Yeah. But I've only seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back like one time, and then I've gone back and watched like the highlights a lot because there's some funny stuff like Scooby Doo stuff or the Will Ferrell singing or like some of those. But yeah, Tropic Thunder, I've seen that like a dozen times. It's really good. So I'm gonna go Tropic Thunder. Brian.
Yeah, one of these features Ben Affleck a Paddy's parody, and that is Jason Ball Straight Back, so that's my vote.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, there's a lot of Kevin Smith movies that I need to get to, and this is one of them. But I love Tropic Thunder. I think everybody involved here is really good. I think it's got a lot of good laughs, a lot of good moments. So I'm gonna go with Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. JPO.
Yeah, this one breaks my heart again a little bit, but I gotta lean towards Tropic Thunder.
Okay. That makes it a tie, and we are back down to Brian. Ryan. We are at Ryan for the
sorry,
Brian.
J Bob.
Jay and Bob. Okay.
All right. Actually, it's Jay and Silent Bob.
Strike Back.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we'll move down to Red and the World's End.
Red. Is it a
Yeah, it's an action comedy. So it was one of
JPO's. It's your movie. It's mine. That wasn't my movie.
That was yours.
What?
What?
Yeah,
that was my movie.
I think it was JPO's. Yeah.
Yes, it was. It was one of your alternates, brother, and it made the list.
All right, well, let's hear. That doesn't sound like me. I was drunk when I said the list.
It was on your letterbox at like number 35 as your alternate, so
he was retired and extremely drunk when he made the list.
I like Red, but not that much. Right.
It is a weird choice.
It's not my fault. It's on your list.
So the World's End is going through. All right, let's go.
I mean, we can still go around. I'm not voting for it. I'm voting for The World's End. That movie's better and better every time I watch it, Jordan.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for The World's End. I need to rewatch it because I've only seen it like twice. And
Are you sure you didn't see Ted?
At least
I don't have Red on there.
Ted was on your alternates. That's why it was in this tournament as well. And so was Red.
I'm looking at it right now. I don't see Red.
I'm gonna see. I have to see if I can find what Austin sent me because it had alternates on it.
Yeah,
but I believe you sort of. I fuck up, but I don't
know. Brian.
Yeah, I'll go with World's End on this one as well.
Yeah. Jacob.
Well, just because it sounds like Red shouldn't even be in the tournament, let's go with The World's End.
I mean, it qualifies subject wise, just not me to pick it. I didn't mean to pick it.
Funny thing is, I see Red on there. It's just a straight up like on the list. Not even.
I mean, Jordan, you did give it a 3.5. So I mean,
I know I do
pretty
like
high
it.
For you.
I do like it. Hey, I'm not that hard.
Maybe at the time you made the letterbox and sent me that list, it was on there. Now it's not anymore. I don't know, but at the time you sent it to me, it was
never
on there.
had that on my greatest comedies list, like on purpose. I admit I probably fucked. I guess
it was a weird night.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll move on. All right. Anyways, World's End. I got National Lampoon's Vacation and Dogma. Jordan.
Oh man, this one's tough, but yeah, I think I got to give it to Vacation, especially for the scene when they end up in the hood and he's like trying to like ask how to get to the freeway, and like he's like, well, roll them up after they hear the gunshots go off. Yeah, there's good stuff. So, and then when what's his name has his first beer, Rusty, but Anthony Michael Hall. I was trying to think of the actor's name, but yeah, so Vacation. Brian.
Yeah, I wrote Vacation as well, and plus I met three of the cast members at convention recently, which Wesley Audrey and the Ferrari Girl, respectively.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Cool. Jacob.
Yeah, this is one of the Kevin Smith movies that I have seen. Dogma. Love Dogma. I think Dogma is fantastic. Haven't seen Vacation. I need to see it. So I'll go with Dogma.
And Beverly D'Angelo's topless in it. And some other random chick in the pool.
Is that all you guys think about?
Evidently, it's all that Jordan's thinking about today. It's fucking horny.
Yeah. Hey, like if a girl is attractive, then that's more reason for me to watch it, because I'd rather stare at a chick in a movie versus in real life and be some weird creeper. You know?
JPO.
He's still baffled by Red.
No, I was trying to look up Beverly D'Angelo. So
see, I'm not the only one.
I can't put it on screen. That would get us kicked off of YouTube.
I didn't remember that scene, so I just, I'm usually pretty good with memory.
It's a shower scene.
I think he's thinking of European Vacation, by the way. That's when she does.
That's European Vacation.
Yeah. Maybe it's European, but there is another chick in the pool.
Yeah. That's Christy Blinky.
And I'm pretty sure she doesn't show her tits in that movie.
Well, my safe search on. Okay, anyway, it's not the best Vacation, and that is one of the best Kevin Smith scripts. So I'm gonna go Dogma here.
Yeah. Richie.
I was going to say before, at least you picked something like if he accidentally did pick Red, at least it's like it still fits. Something like, hey, this is weird. Why did Jordan pick Schindler's List?
Why is Sophie's Choice in the tournament?
Sophie's Choice, that's hilarious.
Why is 12 Years a Slave on here?
I think this is the best Vacation. I think the Vacation. I think it's endlessly quotable. I think it's funny as. Dogma is also one of the Kevin Smith's best movies. So this is tough. It's annoying. I won't mind if Dogma goes through, but I'm going to go Vacation.
Okay.
No, so there's a website called X Videos and has Beverly D'Angelo naked.
Oh God, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Vacation, 1983. I'm just telling you where you can find it. Anyways.
Oh my god.
I'm going be curious.
I'm going with Dogma. That's a tie to Jacob.
Dogma.
All right, Dogma. All right. We got Game Night is what that is, and the Jerk.
The Jerk.
All right. Brian.
Yeah, at first I thought that was bad words before you said it's game night for the.
No, it's Bateman and McAdams. Yeah, it's Game
Yeah,
Night.
I thought the biggest fan of game night, but even though I haven't seen the jerk, I'll go with bad words.
You mean
Game night.
You mean Game Night?
Yeah, game night.
And we'll see Bad Words and Game Night in the Bateman tournament in a week and a half. Both Jacob.
Jacob.
Yeah, I also haven't seen The Jerk, and I really enjoyed Game Night. I thought it was a big surprise, one of the better comedies that we've got in the last decade. And yeah, just a lot of good moments. What's his name? The neighbor, I think. I'm drawing
Jesse
a blank.
Plemons.
Jesse Plemons, yeah. I think he's just so good in this movie. Probably the bright spot for me. So I think everyone's good, but like he's the standout for me. So yeah, Game Night.
Yep. JPO.
Yeah, he's questioning their Lay's potato chip sale.
It doesn't seem like it'd be very profitable for Frito-Lay company.
Frito-Lay.
as a guy who works at a grocery store, I found that joke fucking hilarious. Like more so than anybody in the theater. I laughed out loud so hard at that joke because I was like, they would not do like buy two get three free or whatever I said it was. I was like, nope, not even close.
There's also a wrestler that I've never heard of, but his name's Jackson Riker. Do you know?
Yeah, Gunner. He
Retribution.
He gets sucked in the not Retribution. Forgotten Sons. He gets sucked in the airplane vent thing, airplane propeller rather. That's how he dies in that movie. He just retired actually. Shut up.
He's a cop. Right.
Yeah. Whatever. The dude has his political views, man. I'm not gonna fucking condemn him. Have your political views. Be wrong. I don't care. I like both of these a lot. Game Night was like a pleasant surprise. It's just how good it was. But The Jerk, I think it's on my list. Another classic comedy here. This is a comedy that could probably not be made nowadays. Steve Martin is just a poor black child. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
I'm voting for The Jerk.
That's a favorite. Richie.
Yeah, I do really like The Jerk a lot. That sounded weird coming out. like The Jerk a lot. I like The Jerk. No, Game Night is great. It surprised me. With how much I enjoyed it. Just the Cal Society characters, even like Kyle Chandler, and then the running joke with the fake Denzel, the Denzel thing. Jason Mantzoukas, I have to go Game Night, but I like The Jerk a lot. So
Austin.
Yeah, I need to revisit Game Night. I've only seen it the once, but I'm due for a rewatch on it. But I will. I rewatched The Jerk when we did our '70s comedy tier raker, and that was really, really funny. It was a great rewatch, and I was very pleasantly surprised with that. So I'll give it to The Jerk on this one.
Yeah. I think probably the funniest thing I've almost ever seen from Steve Martin is when he's just talking about being a poor black kid and then just like dancing with like reckless abandonment with those black kids on the porch, just going crazy with a big smile on his face. That is just like classic. It's so good. But I'm a big fan of Game Night though. Like I just think that the movie just works really, really well. I just like from beginning to end, it's just entertaining. It's funny. It's a mystery, and Jesse Plemons is great. And then like even like the end credit scene when they're singing like the like tell me quando, 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 and then you see the little strings going along, and you get some kind of like you see how it's all pieced together and everything, and you see some little extra tidbits of stuff which is fun. So yeah, I'll go with game night.
All right, game night. And all right, that's it. So speed round time. We're running a little behind, so let's do a quick speed round here and see whose movie wins. Or it could be a movie on both these guys' lists, and they both win. And we have a tie. We'll see.
Everyone's a winner.
Everyone's a winner. Yeah.
Everybody gets a trophy for participation.
That's right. All right, so we will start with Mr. Barber. We'll start with Horrible Bosses and School of Rock.
School of Rock.
Rock. All right. JPO.
Not School of Rock.
Richie.
Horrible Bosses.
I'll go School of Rock. Jordan.
This one's pretty neck and neck for me, so just to make it interesting, I'll go Horrible Bosses.
Brian.
School of Rock.
School of Rock moves on. All right, going down to Airheads and 40-Year-Old Virgin. JPO.
40-Year-Old Virgin.
Okay, all right, Richie.
4-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah, same for me. Jordan.
I'll go Airheads. Yeah. Brian.
4-Year-Old Virgin.
All right, and Jacob.
4-Year-Old Virgin.
All right, 4-Year-Old Virgin.
As a spoiler, the movie has Chris Farley in it. I'm voting for it.
Ted, there's something about Mary. Richie.
Ted.
Yeah, I'll go Ted.
I'll also go Ted.
Brian.
Brian.
The same about Mary.
JPO. Or excuse me, Jacob. I'm sorry.
Have you met Ted?
Yeah.
JPO.
JPO.
Well, doesn't matter. I guess still Ted.
Okay, all right, Ted. Who's on? Got this is Spinal Tap and The Nutty Professor. Me, I'll take Nutty Professor. Jordan.
Oh, two comedies I don't like. This is Spinal Tap. Sure. Brian.
The Professor.
Jacob.
This is Spinal Tap.
Okay. JPO.
This is Spinal Tap.
And Richie.
Nutty Professor.
All right, it's a tie, and we go to JPO.
Oh, me? Sweet. Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap. All right, there we go. Going on to Wayne's World and The Hunt for the Wilder People. Jordan.
Wayne's World.
Okay. Brian.
Brian.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. Jacob.
Wayne's World.
All right. JPO.
Party on. Excellent. Wayne's World.
All right. Richie.
Party on excellent. Hunt for the Wilder People.
I'll go Wayne's World. All right. Wayne's World moves on.
She will be mine. Oh, yes. She will be mine.
Scary Movie and 21 Jump Street. Brian.
Scary Movie.
Scary Movie. Jacob.
Jump Street.
Jump Street. JPO.
Jump Street.
Okay. Richie.
I don't mind either way, but I'll go Scary Movie.
I'll go Jump Street. Jordan.
Yeah, it's a Johnny Depp movie. Let's go 21 Jump Street.
All right.
Very, very loose on the Johnny Depp movie.
Yeah. You know, he's in there and he's funny for a minute. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
It counts. You know, it's in his filmography. It counts. All right. Going down to Borat and Hot Fuzz.
Oh man.
Jacob.
It just makes me laugh more. Borat.
All right. JPO.
Hot Fuzz.
Richie.
Jesus. Fucking. Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz.
Wow, sign with JPO. Look at you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Look at that. Yeah, I'll go Hot Fuzz because I want to join that Neighborhood Watch Alliance thing to have.
Yarp.
Being a
It's for the greater good. Brian.
Borat.
yeah.
All right. 4-2 for Hot Fuzz. Moving on. Got Big Daddy and Airplane. JPO.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. Richie.
Airplane.
I'll go Airplane. Jordan.
I'll go Big Daddy. You still owe me sausage McMuffin. Big Daddy.
Brian.
Big Daddy.
Daddy. Jacob.
Yeah, I've just seen it more. Big Daddy.
All right, Big Daddy goes through. All right, that is the 16 on the other side. Let's go to the other side. See what else makes the 16 here. We'll start off with Liar Liar and Spider Shagged Me. Richie.
Liar, liar.
I'll go Liar Liar. Jordan.
I'll go Spider Shagged Me.
Okay.
Brian.
Liar.
Okay. Jacob.
Liar, liar.
Liar Liar. And JPO.
Oh man, liar, liar.
All right, Liar Liar, 5-1. Moving on down to role models and what we do in the shadows. Me, just because we don't see it a lot, I'm going to go role models this time. It's really good. Jordan.
I got to go with my favorite director, What We Do in the Shadows.
You know,
Brian.
like David Wayne.
Role models.
Jacob.
Role models.
Role models. JPO.
What we do in the shadows.
And Richie.
Role models.
Role models. It takes out What We Do in the Shadows.
I'm going to go watch some of those new episodes of What We Do in the Shadows after this.
All right. Scroll down to Animal House and Life of Brian. All right. Two 70s comedies. Interesting. All right. Jordan.
I'm not an Animal House guy, but I've never seen Life of Brian, so Animal House.
All right.
Brian.
Did Brian just pop out? Right. Hey,
Maybe. Yeah.
Uh,
What do you vote for?
Life
Animal
of
House or Life of Brian?
Life of Me. Life of
Okay.
Me.
Yeah.
They said Life of Brian. Jacob.
Yeah.
Life of Brian.
Then he came back and said, "Hi, it's me."
Yeah. I thought he said that's it for me. I thought he was leaving.
No.
All right. Well, do you got any plugs?
JPO.
Life of Brian.
Brian. Richie.
I don't mind either way, but I'll go Animal House.
Yeah, I'll go Animal House. That's a tie to Richie.
Oh, me. That's tied to me. Animal House.
Cool. Animal House.
Aminal House.
All right. Billy Madison and the Sixth Man.
Oh man.
Brian.
Big Madison.
All right. Jacob.
The Sixth Man.
Sixth Man. JPO.
The Sixth Man.
Richie.
Can I use my full 10 seconds?
you really need to.
You want the countdown here? I'll do the 10-second countdown. When you hear the beeping, stop.
Yeah.
Billy Madison.
Okay. All right. I'll go Billy Madison. Jordan.
I'll take human dog poo and the human response, please. Billy Madison.
All right. Billy Madison. Jacob will be up next for Happy Gilmore or Something Like It Hot.
Ooh. Play the countdown.
Oh, okay. All right,
Okay, for real. That's not that makes sense.
Some Like It Hot.
Okay. All right. Something Like It Hot. JPO.
Nah. Play the countdown. No, Happy Gilmore.
Okay, I'm not going to play it all night. Richie.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. Yeah, I got to go with my favorite Sandler, Happy Gilmore.
Yeah. Mister, get me out of here. Let's go Happy Gilmore.
Killed the Mr. Lady.
Yeah.
Brian?
Happy.
Happy.
Not mad at it. That one was tough.
Next up is Lafferty Daniels and Gilmore Happy.
Beavis and Butthead Do America and Tommy Boy. JPO.
Tommy Boy.
Oh fudge! This one.
Richie.
Is this anywhere near goddamn?
Yeah, these are really close, but both of them are 128. I'm gonna go Beavis and Butthead.
The fuck?
Yeah, they're both in my 128 too. But if you don't vote for Tommy, was gonna come over there and shove an oar up your ass, or jam it. It says jam. Yeah. Go ahead, Brian.
He was my head.
And Jacob.
Wow.
Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy. It's a tie to me.
Wow.
All right.
Over Tommy Boy. Ooh.
They're both in my 128. I could advocate for either one. J-Bob Strike Back, World's End, Richie.
You know, I don't. Obviously, I love James Bob, but I will champion World's End, but I don't see it going through. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, I like The World's End, but that's my number 2 Cornetto, and Jay and Silent Bob was my number 1 Kevin Smith. So Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah. I thought you said World's End was your number 1 at one point, Austin.
Did I not say when Hot Fuzz came up, it's my favorite one over and over again every time it's come up, and it's in my top?
You might have said it this
all
time, but maybe on another tournament I could have sworn. But
I've
anyway.
never said it's better than Hot Fuzz ever. Those words have never come out of my mouth. I've said it's better than.
I don't know.
I've said I like it more than Shaun of the Dead. Oh no, you know what comes in my mouth more than me. That's fine. But yeah,
we might want to go back to the replay footage of that maybe. But
of this match that I was running.
No, not this match, but a different one. But
I've said
anyway.
I like it more than Shaun of the Dead. Now it's my number 2.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's fine. But for The World's End, I'm a bigger Edgar Wright fan than Kevin Smith. So, Brian,
J-Bob,
and Jacob,
The World's End.
And JPO.
Justice for Red, Jay and Bob.
Okay. Up to Jordan for tiebreaker.
Let's go The World's End.
Okay, I did not expect that.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't either.
Dogma and Game Night. Me, I'll go Dogma. Jordan.
I'll go Game Night. Brian.
Dogma.
Jacob.
Game Night.
Okay.
JPO.
Dogma.
Richie.
Dogma.
All right, Dogma takes this one. Okay, all right. So we are getting down to our Elite 8 here. All right. Here we go. All right, so we start out with School of Rock. Scroll out just a tad here. School of Rock and the 40-Year-Old Virgin. Jordan.
School of Rock.
Okay.
Brian.
Yes, my last vote for that. Go with School of Rock.
Okay, last one.
All right. Yeah.
Oh. A little late for Brian there. All right. Anyways,
Usually he stays longer than this. But I don't
well, it's usually on a Friday night. He's all right. But anyways, Jacob.
School of Rock.
School of Rock. JPO.
Sorry. School of Rock and Virgin?
And Virgin, yes.
Oh, wow. School of Rock.
Okay, Richie.
School of Cock. I mean, School of Rock. Everyone loves Raymond. Yeah.
No, that's
just it's just a really good show. I tape it sometimes.
Yeah. So
that'll be on X videos, Richie. You can find it over there.
Sorry.
Okay. And why not? I'll champion School of Rock this time because that one's also in 128. So yeah. All right, School of Rock. All right.
Linklater films. Oh.
All right. We'll go to Jacob for Ted and Spinal Tap.
Ted.
JPO.
Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap. Richie.
Better Off Ted. Good show. Good TV show.
Never
got to Ted.
All right. Yeah, I'll go Ted. Jordan.
I'll go Ted by like a country mile on this one.
All right. Ted into the 8. Wayne's World and 21 Jump Street.
Oh,
all right.
The 2 duo matchup. Oh,
yeah. JPO.
Geez.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. I got something for that.
Yeah.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. All right, Richie.
21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street. I'll go 21 Jump Street.
I like to play. I'll go with Wayne's World.
And Jacob.
It's close, but I'm going to go Jump Street.
Jump Street. All right, into the 8. Last one on this side, Hot Fuzz, which is my favorite Cornetto movie, which I've said repeatedly, and Big Daddy. Richie.
Hot Fuzz.
Okay.
In this episode, you said it. At least
I've said it. It's in my World's End is not in my 128 or my 64. Hot Fuzz is. It's showed up repeatedly over and over and over again.
Well, if I had the patience, I'd find a clip, but it's fine.
Go right ahead. You won't find it. You will not never find that because I've never said that ever. Hot Fuzz is in my top 50 movies ever.
Sure. Okay. I believe you.
Jordan.
Wait. So it's It's which ones? Is it?
Hot Fuzz and Big Daddy.
I was going to say Hot Fuzz.
And Hot Dad. Hot Dad. Hot
Big
Daddy.
cousin, hot daddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
if it's Hot Dad, then let's do that one. But let's go with.
Pretty sure you can find another X video titled that as well.
Probably. We'll go with Big Daddy.
Although for legal purposes, they have to say hot stepdad. But anyways,
Yeah, right. Technically, we're not related.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Big Daddy.
Big Daddy, JPO.
Yeah.
JPO.
Oh, I almost won it tonight. Hot Fuzz and Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz.
Okay.
Hot Fuzz.
Oh,
Okay.
it's a sleepy boy.
Hey, sleepy boy. It's all right. We're almost done, JPO. We're almost done, JPO. Liar, liar, and role models. Me first.
The
I'll take
baby is sleeping.
Take liar,
Move
liar.
on.
Jordan.
I'll take liar, liar. Yeah.
All right,
Jacob.
Liar, liar.
Okay, JPO.
Ooh, liar, liar.
Liar, liar. Richie.
Liar.
Okay, clean sweep for the liar, liar.
You just visualize the matchups in your dreams, JP.
Yes.
All right,
Animal,
got it. Move on.
Animal House, Billy Madison, Jordan.
Billy Madison by a mile.
Jacob.
Animal House.
JPO.
Billy Madison.
Madison. Richie.
Animal House.
Animal House.
Oh no! What have we done?
Voted for my favorite of the two, Animal House. Happy Gilmore, Beavis and Butthead. Brian's not here. Sorry, I forgot to cross his name off the list. Jacob.
Happy Gilmore.
All right, Happy Gilmore. JPO, Happy Gilmore, Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. Richie.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, I'll go Happy Gilmore here.
It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
You're just easing the tension, baby.
Just tap it in.
Tap it in. World's End and Dogma. JPO.
Dogma.
Dogma. Richie.
So is World's End your second favorite? Yeah.
Yeah, it's my second favorite. Yeah,
I've heard that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard that?
Yeah, it's a battle of probably my second favorites in each of these franchises. So I'll go Dogma.
Yeah, I think this time I'll go Dogma.
And
I voted for it yet today.
Dogma.
Dogma. All right, Dogma into the 8. All right, getting down to the final 4 here. It's getting serious. All right, here we go. We're going to start with
It's getting real.
School of Rock.
These are our Elite 8, so we'll be in the poll.
Yeah, all right, I forgot to write it down. I should do that for this round right here, so I don't forget. School of Rock and Ted. Let me write them down. Okay. All right, Richie, School of Rock and Ted.
School of Rock.
All right. Yeah, I'll also go School of Rock.
Yeah, because Rock got no reason. Rock got no rhyme. You better get me to school on time. School of Rock.
All right, Jacob.
School of Rock.
And JPO, School of Rock and Ted.
Ooh, School of Rock.
School of Rock in the final 4.
Sound like you just got your wisdom teeth out.
Yeah. 21 Jump Street and Hot Fuzz.
Oh, who's there?
Me. Ooh, both really good. Hot Fuzz. Jordan.
Hot Fuzz, yeah.
Okay.
Jump Street.
Jump Street. JPO.
So,
Jump Street and what?
Jump Street and Hot Fuzz.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no.
oh yeah.
Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz. Okay, Richie.
Hot Fuzz.
All right, Hot Fuzz takes out Jump Street.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go jump to the other side. Liar, Liar, and Animal House. Jordan.
Let's go Liar, Liar.
Okay, Jacob.
Liar, liar.
Liar. JPO.
Liar, liar.
And Richie.
Yeah, I'll just go. Yeah, liar.
I would have gone Animal House just because
I would have gone if I knew it was.
That's fine. It's legit my second favorite, so I would have gone Animal House, but that's okay. I like Liar, Liar as well. It's good.
He was Jose Canseco. Jose Canseco.
Happy Gilmore and Dogma. Jacob.
Happy Gilmore.
Okay. And we've got. Sorry, I'm just writing those movies down real quick. Forgot to. JPO, Happy Gilmore and Dogma.
Oh man, Happy Gilmore.
Okay, Richie.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, I'll go Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, let's go Happy Gilmore.
All right. Oh, let's write down my last one. Hang on 1 second. Okay. All right. So Happy Gilmore moves on, and we got a nice little final four here. Ooh, it's 4 very strong comedies here. This is going to be tricky. We're going to start with School of Rock and Hot Fuzz with JPO.
Ooh.
Yeah. Getting serious here.
School of Rock.
School of Rock. All right, Richard.
Hot Fuzz.
Made it this far. I kind of rooting for it at this point. I'm going to go School of Rock.
Just because I don't think School of Rock's won a tournament, but I know Hot Fuzz has, so I'll go School of Rock. Jacob.
School of Rock.
All right, School of Rock into the finals.
Yeah.
All right, Liar Liar and Happy Gilmore. Maybe the best of Carrie and the best of Sandler here. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. Richie, you're up first on this one.
I've probably watched both these the same amount of times. Which is a lot. Liar Liar.
Liar Liar.
We'll do some Hail Marys just to make apology for the one you don't vote for.
Yeah, I had them both on video. Watched them. I'm gonna go Happy Gilmore on this one, just by a tiny bit. Jordan.
Yeah, just for the goofiness of just random stuff, like a shot of a homeless guy's ass for no reason, and like him washing his underwear and the golf ball thing. Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. Jacob.
I'm gonna go Liar Liar.
Liar. JPO, we need you to break the tie. Liar Liar and Happy Gilmore.
You there?
JPO?
Oh, this is a Jacob.
JPO?
Oh, no.
Oh,
JPO.
Liar Liar, Happy Gilmore.
No, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore into the finals. All right, this is it. This is for it all. Two very strong movies here, and we're going to start with myself, School of Rock versus Happy Gilmore. Just by a little bit, I'm going to go Happy Gilmore. Jordan.
Yeah, I wanted to do the let's rock today, but I still got to vote for Happy Gilmore though.
All right, Jacob.
I'm gonna go School of Rock.
School of Rock. JPO, School of Rock, Happy Gilmore for the win.
Oh man. Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
I don't know if Happy Gilmore's won a tournament, so
we'll see. Richie
has now.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore has not won a tournament, but it certainly has now as it wins this one. And I have good news. It's a tie because this one was on both of their lists.
Oh, nice.
Yay, team friendship.
You guys both win.
Friendship is magic.
Because it was on both of
With
your
My Little
lists.
Pony and friendship is magic.
Yeah. So,
one thing I found interesting. No Robin Williams.
Well,
no.
He's funny, but it's
weirdly, when I go to my favorite Robin Williams, I'm going Hunting.
Yeah, that's same here.
the dramatic
What
stuff
Like,
in the comedies.
Dead Poet Society.
Yeah. You really are.
Yeah.
I think the Birdcage is strong, but I don't know.
Birdcage actually could be like an honor.
But I've probably seen like Aladdin and Hook more than anything else that he's made, like overall.
Yeah, I would feel weird nominating Aladdin as a comedy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Boom. All right.
Aladdin's great. Aladdin's high.
Like hilarious one that would be an all-timer for Robin Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Good Morning Vietnam. Maybe I don't know.
I think that's more of a.
I just never seen it.
Yeah,
I think you can put that in here. No one would balk. Same thing as Groundhog Day. It gets kind of dramatic at points.
Yeah, that's true. So,
well, when Austin and I do our verses that we talked about, we'll probably be talking some Robin Williams then.
There you go.
Yeah.
Man, I just ordered the little thing that I can hook to my chair so it won't stop sinking down on me because I've had to like readjust it 10 times. But but thanks guys. This was fun. fun to do these verses. I've been really digging these verses episodes, so we're gonna have some more of them of people like matching up against like some of their favorite things. We got a TV battle coming up. We got a like favorite actors battle, some music stuff. We got a family movie one coming up. So keep an eye out for some of those ones that might be coming up. So we got an action one coming up. So yeah, but that'll do it. So we'll do some quick plugs and let those that are tired go to sleep. But,
yeah, Richie, take your nap, buddy.
You mean me, right? Because I'm very tired and still kind of
yeah.
sick. I'd love to go to sleep.
Well, to be honest,
yeah, exactly.
Usually you'd be like, oh yeah, during the day, yeah, you wouldn't go. But yeah, I got COVID, so I am tired all the time.
Yeah.
Just because you look like you have energy doesn't mean you're not tired.
Yes.
But,
it just means I drank a lot of caffeine during the show, so I'm good now. But in a few minutes, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, I couldn't even finish those Mountain Dews because along with that, I also had this energy drink, and I'm not about to like triple caffeine myself. But we'll start with Jacob. Where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me popping up here. I do these shows every once in a while. I believe I'm on next week for the 2006 series, at least one of them. I don't know if I signed up for the whole thing or not, but if I did, then you'll see me next week. But you'll also see me tomorrow with Austin on a podcast about movies, talking the Chucky franchise, and I think it's going to be a very interesting conversation. So,
I've never purported to say that I love every Chucky movie. I'm just saying I like most of them. Yeah, so that should be interesting.
And we'll see what I say tomorrow.
Yeah, all right.
And then also next week we'll be back with the Lonely Marks. We'll be doing a sort of a tournament fight. We're doing a bracket. Each of us have selected a decade and picked wrestlers to represent that decade. Yeah, we'll just kind of go around and kind of like tournament fights, pick a winner. So
little half bracket we'll do.
A little half bracket, yeah. So
yeah,
it'll be a 32, not a 64.
Yeah.
So yeah, and
cool.
you can. I think that's it.
Yeah.
And you can find JPO. Oh, I was gonna do his plug because he was sleeping, but where can we find you?
He'll perk up for his things. Like, right, JPO? Yeah. What's happening on the Pierce Code, JPO?
Yeah. Not much. But there will be soon.
Because you're kind of in transition right now, right?
Yeah, that sounds vague. But yeah, transitioning locations. But yeah, I'll still be popping up from time to time, doing some shenanigans.
Transitioning? I didn't know you
back
were
in swing.
I'm that type. Get your money. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. But yeah, all right. We'll go to Richie. What do you got?
Just derailing the combat. It's just derailing the stream today. Anyway,
it's fun to do.
Cool. Yeah, you can find. I'll be a thing I've seen and heard. You can find me. I recorded John Maher's a podcast, John Maher called John Maher Versus, where he talks about bad movies. I've done that when a podcast I used to do. Called we watched Steak Hotel. I think the episode should be up Monday, so check that out. And I signed up for a lot of tournament fights, so I'm sure you'll see me around. And other than that, I think I've got cheeky. I think I've got some battleground things coming up as well, and see what and Lights Out trivia, as well as being part of Why We Love Horror stuff coming up as well. So keep an eye out for that, and
yeah, and Austin.
Yeah, no, I'll be with Jacob on a podcast of movies tomorrow. That'll be fun. Be a good little discussion in the afternoon. Co-hosting Seen and Heard with you, I think, on Sunday. So I'll just be riding by and have some fun there. I'll be on Lonely Marks. My Full Metal singles debut. I think he uploaded that tonight. Malcolm did. So that's what
I saw it. Yeah.
So I'm in the tournament there. Doing pretty good over there. So check that out. Nice. I'll be here the rest of the week. So
I could have sworn I was in the Full Metal singles. Maybe I just haven't been called for my match yet or something. But and if you haven't Well, if you're a sports fan at all, at very least, check out like the jerseys and the courts for these like the Phoenix Suns and the Lakers. They're really cool. Like I want those jerseys that the Suns have. Lakers just have their same boring old jerseys. But and apologies too. I gotta say it because we were supposed to have Maria Hammon on, and I realized that I overbooked because when I had to do these episodes where it's like a person's episode, I sometimes forget to count the person as one of the people, and I reach out to too many people. So I gave her a couple of extra episodes. She'll be on some upcoming stuff. So yeah, but and let's see. I'm gonna have a lot of stuff going on the channel. So for whoever wants to join me, I'm gonna be doing a lot because my work is really slow. I just found out I have no work for the next 2 weeks, which is a little concerning. But they kind of warned us about that during the holidays that it would be like that. So, but we'll be doing the seen and heard trivia. So all day tomorrow, pretty much from morning till night, almost. I'll be pulling clips from trivia. I already have all
that the trivia is going to last that long. I'm like, man, I don't.
No, yeah.
Listen, now you talk about marathons, but I don't know if I want to do that much.
We need a 24-hour stream of pure trivia.
Well,
So
not
who
to
can
say that
last?
if we ever do this thing we keep talking about a 24-hour stream for subscribers or whatever, that we wouldn't do a seen and heard in there somewhere. But along with every other show on
I
this
do want to
community.
do that someday, but it's a little intimidating. I don't know. But yeah, so we'll be doing the seen and heard trivia on Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So just watch for that. It'll just be a regular episode of just clips or video clips and audio clips. This one, we'll have some themed stuff coming up next month. But and then next week will be all of our best of 2006 ladder series. So we'll be doing that Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then we have a new show debuting, which I don't quite have the graphics ready, but I found some stuff. As technology is advancing, I'm finding more and more like cool like tools and websites I can use for some really cool intros, like that might be like some really customizable like different intros from time to time, and really cool logo that I'm kind of like halfway done, kind of like toying around with that, but we're going to be doing it this Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We got a cool little panel. We're going to be recasting for recast. We'll be recasting Back to the Future, and I've already got some people's picks in because that's how I'm going to do it. I have people send me their picks in advance so I can pull some graphics and stuff for it. So, and like some people really surprised me with their picks, like some really cool picks I would have never thought of before. So yeah, that'll be fun. And we're hoping for that show to be roughly about an hour, and maybe even a little less if we can go quick. So just to make shorter content on the channel. But and then you can find us at all the social medias at Movie Hero 2121 on X and Instagram, and then at my personal social media is Jordan83616. And then within the next couple of days, you should be able to find a poll over in the Showdown Friends and Family group, and that's another good place you can find updates on the channel. And if you have anything that you're working on, if you have a YouTube channel that you're doing, if you have any projects you're working on, just go post it over there, and we'll share it out, and we'll get people to subscribe and tune in and watch your stuff. So yeah, we'll help each other out over there. And then for the Patreon, I do have a couple of podcast that I'll be able to upload now because I have a lighter work schedule. I'll be doing that in the next couple of days, and then posting an extended schedule for the channel on there. So if you want to have first dibs on signing up for episodes and seeing it before other people do, and seeing exclusive content, you got to go to patreon.com/moviehero. You can sign up for as low as $5 over there. There's even a $1 tier that'll at least get you the extended schedule. So there's that. For $1, you can at least see that. So, but and then just a couple more episodes. Well, a few more we have coming up. We have our after the ladder series of 2006. We have our Ryan Reynolds versus Jason Bateman tournament that we kind of talked a little bit about. We have movies about food, restaurant, or grocery stores for Thanksgiving. So we have our best movies with one word title series. That's on a monthly series. We're going to be doing best one word titles from the 90s. So we got that one. We have movies where the main plot of the movie focuses on someone's job or workplace. So we have best musicals coming up, and then we have a best a Christmas / holiday adjacent movies. They're going to be almost all Christmas adjacent. There may be just a couple, but where I did like go with another holiday just to pad out the list, but mostly Christmas. And then our next geek series will be our best non-Marvel or DC comics or graphic novel movies. So that'll be coming up next. And then we also have the greatest bands of all time according to Rolling Stone magazine. So I'll just kind of leave it at that, I think. And then we'll be doing more Seen and Heard trivia in December. We're going to be putting together a Christmas and holiday themed episode of trivia. And then also I really want to try to do a free-for-all. So I'm going to start reaching out to people for that because I think I can do it now that my work schedule is so light right now. So yeah, I'll reach out to people with dates. I think tentatively what we were thinking is probably doing it December 17th, possibly. That's a Sunday. So I'll let you know and watch our social media. It's all down in the description. So, and if you'd like to be on any of these episodes or anything that I've mentioned for the channel, just hit me up on Facebook. That's the best way. Me or Austin too, and yeah, we can try and get you on. So, but I think that'll do it for us tonight. So thanks again, guys, for hanging out tonight for as long as you could and staying awake for as long as you could. For Brian Nussbaum, for Jacob Barber, for JPO, for Richie Goodacre, for Austin Pez Howell, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we will see you next time.
I can't believe you're a professional golfer. I think you should be working at the snack bar. You better relax, Bob. There is no way that you could have been as bad at hockey as you are at golf. All right, let's go. Oh! You like that, old man? You want a piece of me? I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing. Oh! Now you're gonna get it, Bobby.
The price is wrong, bitch.
I think you've had enough. No? Now you've had enough. Bitch.